Storage for my stuff. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. Yes, I'm back. I guess. So basically this is episode 194. So we are approaching that 200. It's coming. It'll be here soon enough. So yeah, tonight I might work on that house that I had a couple weeks ago there, that big honking model house that's sitting kind of behind me. I might build that. I got to find the parts, and then we'll see. I might show some pictures from last week of my setup. Larry said he's going to do some unbuilding, perhaps, maybe. Jesse,
build in reverse.
Jesse, you still sorting?
Always sorting. But I started commission build just moments ago, and so I have a prototype where I got to see if this is all bricks and panels, no plates, no jumpers. So it's like prototype number one, where I got to figure out the elevations, and I got to match up the windows. I think I was off a window right here. So I might work on that some more.
Is that about the size it's going to be, the commission? Right there?
Yeah, it's like nanoscale.
Okay.
Like 1 to 120. And so each one of those windows is like a double door or more, you know. That's like the double door entrance plus some.
And so is that like a 1x6x5 window, I take it then? Like the door frame, is that like a door frame type size window, or what is that in that, the one that you have for the door?
It's a panel.
It's just okay.
1x2x3.
Oh,
1x2x2s.
Too bad they don't make a 1x2x or a 1x1x3, and then you could actually have almost the look of the double door, you know?
Yeah, I need some for the back because they have smaller windows there.
Yeah.
So I just left them out. I don't know.
Sounds like it's time to pull out the the knife or the Dremel or something and cut some windows in half. Lego, this is what you need to make. Here you go. We're giving you ideas, free ideas. That or you're gonna have that, or I think the only ones that might be like that are the really old ones that Chop collects. You know.
Well, I could stack brick. Just a clear.
Well, yeah, yep. 1x1 bricks, yep.
But you would see, I don't know. These are
depending what kind of windows it is. Maybe the plates too. If
it's like a big plate glass window. It's an art studio building. So they want to let light in, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm working off our rendition online, and they actually posted some of the plans. So I have like blueprints for a building that's not.
Hey, Taz, welcome.
Doesn't exist yet.
What's up, Taz?
That or if there's a way to somehow, too bad, unless there's a way to build it with some snot where you actually turn like the brick sideways, like the
one. When I built the last commission, same scale, a sideways plate 1x2 is about the size of a man door.
Yeah, because you can maybe do something like that if you do the wind. You might not be as great, but it might not be as bad as the bricks either. You just never know, I guess. If it'll work like that,
Yeah,
something like that. Something will come you least expect it.
I could do those ones sideways, actually. The small window, yeah, it's about that size.
So this was yeah, so last week was a decent show. I think I did the walkthrough. You guys said my mic was messed up, so maybe I'll take a laptop next time. Hopefully, maybe for Chicago, I'll have something a little bit more. Hopefully, I'll have maybe a way to take my actual computer. I've got that cabinet, but I won't be working on it until we get some much nicer weather here in Wisconsin. Because I'll tell you, my storage is, hey, Bubba, welcome. It's cold. I mean, I need to keep it 50 up on the ceiling for the sprinkler pipes. I don't know. I must have a leak in there or something. Something's going on. And I got blankets on the walls and everything. So, something's weird. But it's getting cold in there. So it's like 40, 47. It might have been 50 at like ground, like at the base level. And up at the ceiling, it's like 60. So, so the loft isn't bad to be up there. But all the Legos down below. And so I don't know. None of the wooden walls have insulation in them, so I don't know if that's affecting anything either. So Reed got the tunnel in Minecraft halfway done. You guys got your tunnel? Cool. Yeah, so for anybody who didn't hear, the realm was restored. I do have one of my lug members is actually now in the realm also. So it's the place. I renamed it so that way I know when I'm saving it. It's called Lego YouTubers Unite. So, take a little bit of Marvel, a little bit of Lego, a little YouTube, mix it together. What do you get? So, and I saved the file this time, so it's saved. I need to save it again tonight. It came in just shy of 1 gig for size. So that means we've been building a little bit since day one when I saved it at 40 megs. So, but yeah, so that was a cool show. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to go back and look at the video, see how good the video is. Sometimes for some reason, it might look good on the phone, but it sometimes doesn't look very good on YouTube. So for whatever it is. So, hey, Brett. So, I did like Hoosier stuff. I watched some of the Hoosiers got the videos from Alabama. That looks like that might be one of my stops for next year. I might have to go try and get down there. Find somebody to road trip.
Brick Fair, Alabama.
Yeah, I think that's going to be. I think that might be the new YouTube headquarters. I think that, or possibly. I think Philly's losing a little bit. I think everybody enjoyed Alabama. And I think they got enough people on it. It looked pretty good. And because of Bricksmith's huge pink castle, I might have to go big again. So we'll see how well this collab goes this year at Brickworld Chicago. If the collab crashes and burns, Hope Castle's going monster sized again. If the collab does well and we get rave reviews and we want to do it again, the castle might stay small. But
What's up, Bubba? What's up, Tasman? Hello, Brett's Builds.
Oh, that's fine. Just make sure you don't take down any of Mike's stuff. You don't want Mike yelling at you. So, other than that, yeah, not much going on. I did actually see, for people who care, Santa's Visit set came back into stock. So I ordered that today. And since I was placing an order, I did go into the VIP center, redeem the coin for the castle coin. I figured, you know what? I'm building castle now. Space was my thing as a kid. That's somewhere. I saw my space one at one point. So did that. Got a couple sunflowers. Used my e-gift card that I got from Brickworld for volunteering and stuff. And so, yeah, so I did buy a Lego set. That'll be the one that's the one I get to build because the last one I built went into my collection. So, but it's all I really built lately or bought lately. Obviously, I was looking for the squirrels, but squirrels are on lug bulk too. So I don't know how many groups will throw those into the mix, but I guess it depends. Whoever needs Willy Wonka type MOCs,
Yeah.
squirrel room.
There's a lot of squirrel talk, a lot of nutty chatter in our lug.
That's because I was in there, and I have a giant squirrel over here in the corner. I got this Chester guy, so and his girlfriend. So, but yeah, that's what I did. I did 2 of the sunflower. I got a couple of roses and stuff like that. So, and I got the flower bouquet. That one of these times I'll build this on stream, perhaps. It's been sitting in the box forever. I could maybe build that. If I don't want to build a house, it's a little bit less pieces. Might go a little quicker. But there's a lot of parts. I mean, the way our guy does it is our ambassador puts it on our website, and he's got it so that you can select just all the new elements. And I mean, I was looking there the night we did a Wednesday Zoom call. I mean, and I'm just going through the new parts for that like hour and a half call. I'm just going through the new parts. 4 pages, like 1,000 parts or something. They're just new coloring, new whatever this year. And I'm just like, yeah, it's like, hey, Will Harper's here. Welcome. Not like they give us enough parts to choose from. Here, let's give the fans even more to choose from. Let's make their choices even harder. They get 85, let's give them another couple thousand, to try to decide on to what's going to go in that 85. So
you wanna open up a tab and go through all those new items?
I probably can't show it because it'll probably have pricing, but let me see if I can.
I could show mine. We have a pretty cool website.
Let me just see if
Jesse, did you just tell Reed that you'll show him his if he shows him yours as well?
He might have said something like that, but
Something like that.
something.
Well, we are kind of competitive.
It's a race.
It's a race. Yeah. Let's see here.
That's
That's not what I want.
I don't know what else you're gonna do. I think you could tell. Oh, because they show the prices. Yeah, we probably shouldn't show it at all.
Let me check mine. I haven't even looked at it yet, which is.
Well, I was gonna say, if nothing else, let me see what. I want to see if I can.
Mine shows the prices and the Bricklink price and the Bricks and Priestess price.
Yeah, mine shows. I don't think I can get rid of that tab. So. But I'll kind of, I can talk about them a little bit. I mean, they've got like a new baseball cap in white, which is it white, which would be pretty cool. The big ones for like limbs is they have the small limb element in dark orange. They have bright pink ones, small and large. I saw those at one point. They do have a lot of the flesh and a lot of light flesh. So people are saying that's from maybe the Home Alone set and some of that stuff.
No, it's the Harry Potter billable.
Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, okay, yeah. So, the white brick is on there. There's a white carrot that's on there that kind of jumps out at me. There's a new foodstuff, medium, dark, fresh, new pie. Looks like a new pie with like a yellow topping to it. Obviously lightsaber blades already exist, but there's one in bright light orange, bright light blue. Lots of the reddish brown heads with the faces on them. So, so like the light pink limb element is there, the larger one. I think the small one I saw too. Some of the castle guys parts are there from the guy in the.
What up, Cliff?
Hey, Cliff. Welcome, Big Nate.
They do have the 1x2x5 brick and trans black. I know that they had a purple one too. I did see those.
Dude, Jude. He woke up from his Alabama hangover.
Guess. There's a 1x4x3 brick in lavender. There was some glow in the dark stuff. They got the glow in the dark white 1x1 round tile again. It's been on there before.
There's that opalescent stuff on there.
Yeah. You mean the satin stuff?
Opal? It's like transparent opal.
I'll have to look. They had the metallic gold ingot is on there. Sword. Torsos. There's a lot of parts. I mean, they have a bunch of the plates with knobs from the Super Mario stuff.
Cow horns.
Yeah, they've got those. I mean, some of mine don't have.
Interesting piece for grilling. Let's see. So I could show mine because there's no prices.
Oh, you'd be able to take the prices off?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
And they actually make sure you don't have the prices on. So I mean, they have the tubing from like the water slide from the Friends set. They have the curve, but they don't have the straight. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So mine.
So where do we want to go?
You just have to go scroll through. I mean, mine actually breaks down all the new ones, but that's just something our guy does. It's because he puts it into our website so he can actually break it down. I need to learn some of this coding stuff.
Let's do this.
Brown ice cream, reddish brown ice cream made the list.
Make that
they do have the light flesh 1x1 round tile. So if anybody doing mosaics that wants like actual flesh type stuff facing, you're going to be able to do that. Let's see, really. They just have a lot of parts. The ladybug tile that was in one of the Winnie the Pooh set made it on the list.
There they are.
Candlestick.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah, they're all on there. I guess the gray one is probably the one they'll probably win with us because actually, if you think about it, the gray squirrel is more likely. What?
If there's squirrel 4, 5, 6, what are squirrel 1, 2, 3?
Did it really say 4, 5, 6? Oh, it did.
And
yeah, but look at the
kitties.
cats. Look at the cats number 16, 17, 25. Well,
Yeah.
squirrel 1, 2, and 3 could be the friends ones too.
Could be the friend squirrels
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
You know, since we do have squirrels over there, one's got blue eyes, one's got green eyes, one's got black eyes. You know, so hey, bluegrass. So, in the end, I
Probably
mean,
what it is.
there's a
Let me know
candle.
if you ever want me to stop on anything.
Pearl gold candlestick. They did have a
Oh,
bunch
Larry's
of
in control. Okay.
They did have like the pearl gold decoration element, the 2x2, like the round brick with the spokes on it with the spikes. That's pretty cool. Oh, they have a lime brick, a lime element, a lime limb element. That's on the list, the large one. Light aqua 1x6x5 wall panel. Small pink, small light pink limb element.
Stop on the half beams if they come up next.
Oh, half.
I that was my choice. I think. Well, it's basically a 1x2 rounded plate.
They do have the hair, like they have a dark brown hair with like the little like Bobsy cheerleader type thingies on the top of the head. I don't know what they call that. It's a wig. Almost looks like Princess Leia, but they're round. It's like almost like a bunny ear or something. They got a trans light blue antenna.
There's your voodoo balls.
Voodoo
They call them voodoo balls.
Voodoo
Is
balls.
that just because of the connections different? That it doesn't.
No idea.
Why are those? Because the one
Why
has
are they
the
called
axle hole.
voodoo? Yeah, it's got the axle hole, but
The axle hole. I think they use them for bowling balls and stuff like that in the city.
I think this one here is the one that goes all the way through, but the rest of them are
okay.
tapped off at the top.
Okay.
Unless it's well, I don't know.
The blacksmith knight. There's like the 1x4x5 with the bowed slit, like almost like a castle type wall elements on there in white.
Yep, we were talking a lot about that profile brick.
Yeah, they got the plant, like the weird seaweed type plant in the bright green is on there. The dark turquoise container panel is on there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, the satin trans light blue, they've got the dishes and the cone. Yeah, see, I'm only on page 1 and I just keep scrolling. They do have some interesting Technic elements. They got the 3.2 holder with 3.2 hole 90 degrees. So they got some interesting Technic stuff that's out there, which will affect probably DENLUG a little bit because they got a lot of Technic guys out there. Glow in the dark round brick. They got. I mean, there's a fair amount of stuff. I mean, in terms of just new elements, they got a pearl gold magic wand, glow in the dark head. I think the glow in the dark head was on there previously, but it hasn't been on there for a while. The curved window. I think that's the bay windows in the front set in reddish brown. Looks like it. 3x3. Pearl gold lattice door, kind of like the stuff you saw in Atlantis back in the day. That's on the list. Must be coming from must be something out there that's got that. Must be a princess set. The satin trans light blue, they've got a few things. They've got a couple different of the windscreens in that, and they also have the 1x2x5 brick and the 1x2 without pin. Let's see here. They have a dark orange canoe for anybody doing that. And then they have that wall frame with the bowed slit again in lavender. Everybody's building a lavender castle. Lavender door frame, 1x4x6. Oh, okay. I gotta, let's see, it's 20 after. Let's see, let me start my car. Hope it started. It's gonna be cold. They do have a lot. I mean, there's lots of stuff out there. I mean, I'm on page 2, so there's just lots of stuff. So anybody, there's like a lot of the different upward plates, headlight brick and dark azure. They have the new guns, the new shooters. They have the fencing sword in the dark purple, which I just bought from Brickworld.
3-color green. 4 colors.
4 greens, of lavender, pink, white.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaf talk going on.
Yeah, I mean,
I know Dave. I think he's already filled up his bucket with nothing but leaves.
we'll see. We now for Madison, we get 1 guaranteed pick, and then I get to nominate 6, and then they'll vote on that later on. So the limbs, we just did a project support, so the green limbs were on that. So I'm guessing if they end up on ours, it'd be maybe the pink ones or something. If someone's got a use for those, would be my guess. The satin translate blue, they got that new kind of corner piece, the 2x2x5. It's a corner piece. That's kind of cool in the satin translate blue.
I think I might have to nominate the finger leaves.
They got the curved fence, like the funky, almost like Asian type fence. They've got that in medium azure, curved 3x3x2. I don't know if I saw that the first time I went through. Some white armor, the 1x2x5 in trans purple. I said that earlier. They have the slide parts. The torso. They have all the keys for the keyboard for the typewriter. So they got all those. All those keys are in there. A 1x4 tile in satin translate blue. That'd be kind of cool.
Ken was hoping for an alphabet set of those dots, but I don't think that's a thing.
Not the typewriter ones. I bet not.
Those are all those are all the 2x2 ground tiles for that. Of course, my trans purple tile, which I picked. There's some orange circle track, like what do you call it? Coaster track. Corner door in light aqua. I mean, there's I mean, it's just like here comes all the light flesh stuff, brick, slopes, plates.
This is so confusing, Reed. You're talking about a different list than Larry's showing.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that as I'm.
Well, I'm listening. I'm thinking about all the new stuff. I have all the new stuff, but
yeah, I know. But like everyone else is watching Larry's list, and you're talking about something we can't see.
Well, I'll get out of that one. I actually got to go drop my mom off here in about 8 minutes anyway. So.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, that list is like it's an enormous list. I'm spoiled now. I don't even have to look at that list anymore. But I mean, trust me, anybody who's done this before, I mean, he's at 900 and it's probably going to go to like
10,000.
9 or 10,000. I mean, you know, with the groups, with each lug only getting 85 parts to choose from. Granted, when you do project support, it's a higher number, but 85 parts out of 10,000 is like, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if our group will end up doing kind of like almost like an NFL draft type thing where you can say, hey, Larry, I'll give you my pick this year for your pick next year. So like you get 2 this year, but I get 2 next year. just because we've got a few people that are working on projects that could use 2 picks to get 2 elements. And I'm like, it would be kind of cool to do. I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, I could pass on something if I had to, because I can still nominate and it might still make the list. I mean, because I think we have 40 to 50 people who get guaranteed picks, but I think even last year, I think only, It's Friday. Get your ticket ready. We're leaving in 6 minutes. Well, you probably already grabbed it. You should see.
Profile bricks.
Yeah, lavender.
Those are usually always on there.
Yeah, and I could never have enough of those.
Yeah, I only have I guess I use them a lot. I'm starting to build a pyramid, and I was using all the tan.
Yeah.
I'm running out.
Oh, it's amazing how quickly 500 of those go. There's that. We'll go through the standard.
Try to use them sparingly, but I don't know. Use them architecturally. Where else is my tan ones? I don't know. Maybe that's all I have in tan.
I'm back for a few minutes. Now I'll probably just mute myself and kill my camera. Yeah, I mean, there's so look at that. You can do planes. You can make planes, the tops of the planes and stuff.
And this is a newish part here, isn't it? This outside bow.
Oh, wow.
2x10. 10's a good size. Yeah.
It's rounded like. There's two different ones there too. There's like a flatter one, and then.
No, that's left and right. So you've got. It looks flatter, but it's because you're
that's
looking
left
at the
and right.
side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Giant arches. There's lots and lots of stuff. I mean, it's. I mean, you know, look at that. He's at 1,400. I missed like 200 or 300 while I went upstairs.
Yeah, because you blinked.
You could go to the drop your mom off, and we'll still be scrolling through here.
Yeah,
that'd be funny. Well, it's Michigan State, so there'll be a zoo down there.
Here's a new piece.
Yep, that's a newish piece.
So I kind of want to get some of those.
The outside half arch.
Yeah, make
4, 5, 6 colors, and then you got that
1x3
quirky little. That's an interesting part, but I don't know if I'm going to want,
above a door, above a
100
window,
of those.
maybe. You give it with 2 back to back. Light nougat. That are some 3-dimensional mosaics with that.
I was thinking skateboard ramp.
That's all I can think of when I see those skateboard.
It's small for the skateboard ramps, but
yeah.
Well, if you're doing a park, you could have all kinds of little
inverted arches like that, like the 1x5x4. The inverted version of that might be almost a bigger one, maybe for skateboard, maybe. We got see all the trees /
Well, I need to do a nano one for this building I'm doing. There's a skate park next to it.
Yeah, see, there's the inverted ones there. Those are what I think.
Yeah, those are good for minifig scale, actually.
Yeah, million colors too. You remember how many different colors?
God, I had gotten a bunch of these window arches and these other corners.
Yeah, I have some
never
too.
use them.
I have them. They're somewhere in my lug bulk parts to get used sometime in the future. Sometime in the future, or they're being used in one of my parallel universes that I'm part of. And my clear is sitting somewhere in a box, not getting used, which would be quite humorous. I want to find that parallel universe. Yeah, so I mean, in the end, there's a lot of neat stuff. I mean, and that's the thing is, how many guaranteed picks are you guys getting in DENLUG?
I don't. I think I've got 4.
4?
Because I'm the king. I'm the legend.
Yeah, whatever.
It's in the name.
Yeah, I mean, we aren't like that. They kind of discussed that, talked about some of that, but
I get 2
chapters. It's tough. I mean, and the rate you're recruiting, I mean, enjoy it now because in a couple years,
seriously,
it's going to be gone. You'll be down to 1 like we are. We got 2 chapters, and I still think we have less members than you guys do. But in terms of especially active and stuff, and I mean, we got 1 pick, so I mean, that's why you got to shoot for the project sports too for a lot of this stuff. We
just opened up, started talking about that and what we wanted to do. I don't know if we're quite ready to tackle Red Rocks yet because that's going to be really tough because we really want to, probably do it in studio first, clearly because of the scope of it and what kind of internal structure we need to have. But it's also very organic looking. It's natural rock formation. So how do you? It's not a building. It's not a
Is it going to be minifig scale?
Oh, dude, I don't think you could do it minifig scale. I really don't. I mean, I think you'd be tough because I think that amphitheater seats.
Yeah, that's too big.
50,000 or something. I mean, maybe not. No, not 50,000.
That'd
Hey,
be a
Siri.
big Oh, I gotta go. I'll be back, guys. I'm just
What's
getting
the
ready to
seating
open a window to
capacity
research.
of
I'll
Red
be
Rocks
back.
Amphitheater?
I'll be back.
Okay, bye.
Red Rocks Amphitheater can seat up to 9,525.
Did you guys hear that?
5,000?
9,525. So just shy of 10,000.
That's a big place. That's a great place to see a show. Anything. To see
dude,
anything.
if I tell people that are coming into town, it's like if there's a concert you want to see,
yeah,
these are cool pieces too.
I saw like a jazz band. I didn't even know what I was going to see. I was like, all right, let's just go because it's Red Rocks.
Oh yeah, dude. The trick is for me, it's like every time I go, we get rained on. And sometimes, and like twice, it's been like a deluge of rain. It's not even.
I think I had really good weather every time. I don't know. I can remember a few.
Mm-hmm.
I
have yet to see
Snoop Dogg there.
Snoop Dogg. You seem like a big Snoop Dogg fan.
Oh,
I've actually seen Snoop Dogg, not on purpose. We went to go see Dave Matthews, and Snoop Dogg was opening for him. I'm like, well, okay. These are great pieces too. A lot more colors now. That's cool.
Some other shows I've seen at Fiddler's Green. It's the other outdoor one.
Yep. I saw Eagles, Jimmy Buffett, Steely Dan, Huey Lewis. That was at the Cool concert. And it was Huey Lewis with Kool and the Gang and the Go-Go's and the Fix. For all you youngsters out there, those are old-timey bands. God, that's a weird part. Look at that one. The trans bright orange half bow.
Well, probably looks better in person. Looks
probably, but man, what would you do with a bunch of those? I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, it's like how many lug bulk purchases do I have still sitting in its bin that has yet to be used? I don't know. It's like those breadboard Technic, those big yellow Technic things.
Moto's here.
What's up, Moto?
Triple D checked in earlier. We're looking at a tiny little part list. We're up to 864 parts. Moto's got his figured out.
These are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moto's going with all the cool new Technic pieces, I'm guessing.
Man, I could use some more of those.
Let's see. Oh, there's a big gap here in the number. They don't have our birth year, Jesse.
Oh, look at that. Right?
I think this one's Moto's, isn't it?
There's a whole decade missing.
Yeah, there's like
maybe
almost,
it's Duplo?
There's almost a century missing. I don't know.
I mean, if there was 100 Duplos, I wouldn't mind skipping over those.
Oh yeah, we're not even gonna look at Duplos. That's a fun part. Look at that 1991.
What's up, Mike?
1x4.
What?
Look at that.
1x4, and it's got that mode just like the ones above it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have not seen that. Wonder what set that's from. Because they stack quite a few in the Birch Modular, the Birch Bookstore. It would have been nice to have a 1x4. I bet you they stack like 8 high to give it like some texture.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just look it up because this is what we do on Friday Night Bricks.
Yeah, you can lug bulk Duplo. If you need filler, if you got those big MOCs and you need that filler Duplo.
Holy crap! It released 2022, appears in one set. In the architecture set, it's the Singapore set.
Okay, I was gonna say it must be a architecture set because
bingo.
I pulled
Yeah, the box would be massive. You got that right, Moto. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
I want a 1,000 1x4 Duplo.
You want the volume? Yeah. The biggest, cheapest piece. I don't know how cheap they are, but definitely cheaper here. Bot. Oh, here we go. I got them. Block. There's always 2 in a row. Where's the next one? I'm on you.
Ooh, that's a quirky looking piece.
I don't know. Yeah.
Piece number 2020. What is that in? Let's see.
Cut out inside arch. It looks like it goes back and forth. Like
Yeah, it's like a 3x3 with a. God, that is a weird quirky
like
part.
I don't know. Even know like you could connect a roof. Like if it didn't have 2 studs on both sides, it would be like that roof piece, right? That's.
Man, you know what? That'd be a great piece of just like, okay, here's your inspiration piece. Now build a mock out of it. 6 sets.
There's the other bot. I knew you were coming, sucker. Blocked.
Let's see. Jasmine and Mulan's Adventure, Monkey Kid's Lion Garden, Spider Queen's Arachnoid Base. That's actually a cool set. Temple of the Endless Sea, and Legendary Flower Fruit Mountain from Monkey Kid.
The Monkey Kid stuff.
Yeah, Monkey Kid stuff.
I only have kind of the first wave of Monkey Kid stuff. I do have the new modular kind of looking building, and it's yet to be opened. Yeah, I went through once and I did what Reed did, and we can click to newest pieces, and I was just like, I'll just limit myself to, you know, what's new and cool. All right, these 2 work.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you get it like a year later, it's like, I don't, you know, you barely remember.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to do with that.
Reed's talking about people, you know, picking parts for projects. And I mean, how long's your project? Because I don't know. I guess we're in that realm where we have people doing ice castles for 10 years.
And other people that have more than one dimension.
Mike's got a lot of Duplo. Yeah, we got a bunch of Duplo at the train club, and might put some out for the kids to use once things get a little more sane.
I got me a big old bag of Quattro.
Quattro Primo.
Got a whole bin of black ones of these.
Yeah.
They come in really handy, but really for just internal stuff.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah, and the corner ones for sideways building on architecture and stuff.
That's a new part, isn't it? The 1x2 with just the one.
Yeah. What?
What was that?
Man?
Okay. Show's over. Just kidding. Hi, Moto.
Hello. I see you found a new part right up above there.
Yeah, let's go back to that. What do you think of that?
Let's talk about one. Let's see. What
that one. That's a new snot brick.
Yep.
A 1x2 with the snot, like
in
a
the
jumper
middle.
snot.
So what's amazing about this, and I don't think people caught what I was trying to say, is today you could use a Technic brick with a Technic half pin that acts like a stud.
Yeah.
However, when you do that, it is no longer in system because the Technic bricks, their holes are about 1/10 of a millimeter higher than a standard snot brick.
Oh, seriously? So this corrects that?
Yeah. So when you cheat it, you introduce a failure under great lengths that will not line up, and will eventually, it's an illegal connection that will put stress on the brick and they'll eventually crack over time. This one solves that. So if you wanted it to be legal, you have to use this to line up things. What it is, it's basically a snot jumper is the way to think about it.
Yeah. A jumper on its side.
I'm using the illegal,
illegal
technique
snot
to, like,
jumper.
I put a face in front of my mock to hide the mills plate stuff, right? You hide the mills plate, and it just barely touches the table too much.
No.
So this item appears in not applicable.
Exactly. So what's also cool about
is this a new part? They're like, we're not going to put it in these sets yet, but here it is.
So what's happening is there are 2022 parts that are appearing that have not been released in any set yet, which is really cool. So you can, because lug bolts can arrive months and months and months from now, they'll already be in the sets, but they've put they have some supply from the plants that is still yet to be released sets in some cases. I found a couple in there, which is kind of fun.
Cool.
This might be one of them, maybe not. Sometimes the lookups don't work correctly.
Interesting. All right. Well,
there's all the stuff that happened last year. Like these parts are really cool, but I wouldn't get them in like ridiculous quantities. Some people do like those burps if they're making large mountains or something, but not for me.
Yeah, I got like 25 green big burps. Haven't used them. Actually, no, I take that back. No. I don't take it back. I take back my take back. You can't double tap a triple stamp, Lloyd. God.
Vertical.
How many of those do I not use, and how many times in a set that they use that?
Yeah,
that's a Lego technique piece that I never like duplicate in my own stuff.
I've got a million of those that I never use.
These
are good on rare
2x4 with
rare
cross
occasions.
holes.
Yeah.
So many new elements and new colors.
Yeah. Kessel Brothers love those.
Oh yeah.
And this is this is the smaller.
Yeah, that's the version of the 2x2 on the inside round that you pair up.
Yeah. That's actually really, because you can use that the 1x2.
They're really, really cool. It's
on
just
the sides too. Yeah,
I'd only need like 12. I wouldn't need 25 million of them.
Yeah.
And these even less so.
What's cool is some of the Monkey Kid drum lacquered gold pieces are now in this catalog as well.
That flat spear is kind of new.
Yep.
Had one in the ice festival kit right here.
That makes for some cool different profiles for stuff like roofs and awnings and stuff.
Yeah, anything with a
and that shape there, you can.
It's the 1x3 bow.
Bring it out. Yeah. So you can bring that out to make a. Like if you need to do a.
Continue the
transition. If you didn't want a
curve
disc,
space.
yeah. And there's the big chunky one.
That's the chonker. It's always fun to go through it and relearn what's in the catalog.
Yeah. It's fun for us, not fun for Reed, so when we're hold on.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fun, but it just came
except
out.
For the material news that came out, which is Lego's now using a translucent form of ABS, so they won't have to use poly, and they can use standard molds to inject that stuff. So you can see more and more translucent elements appearing over time. Yep.
We give up that precious clutch power.
Yeah, it won't have the extra clutch, but it'll make manufacturing easier, meaning there's more parts. And
Mhm.
also, you couldn't do clips. So they're starting to produce clips now in that translucent colors because of
Because it was too
brittleness.
fragile. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll scratch a little easier, but I don't care. I'm not a scratch
Hoosier
like
here.
perfectionist.
It's the Hoosier.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I got a compadre today.
Populate.
Jackson building the set.
Yeah, he's going to build Spider-Man versus Mysterio's drone attack.
Yeah, I was working on the UCS ad and had to stop.
You're not done yet?
No, it's like a bag a day. Keeps the building at bay.
Inverted cone.
We got to do away with these, buddy. They make way too much noise.
I wonder if I have to.
Ready?
It's not populating the pictures anymore.
Uh-oh.
It can
Yeah, I've
only
got my
handle
little list. I've got my
2600.
little list, and
Can only handle so many of those.
Nothing. Come on.
it's
Well, that was all right.
final break.
Here, go make your phone call first, okay?
All right. We'll see if that populates. We can visit later. I don't know.
Have fun, everybody, looking at that list on your own.
But yeah, I've got my parts. I've got my alternates.
I picked a couple of those 1x2 rounded plates. Pretty handy.
How are you? Did you hear him? Oh, I got you.
The cool thing is if I don't need a lot and it doesn't go through lug bulk, what I do is I just make a big bricks and pieces order and submit it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is good to look at stuff that's kind of like, oh, I didn't know that was there, and I didn't realize that was there.
Well, Reed's not here. Should we talk about Boba Fett?
Yes, let's do that because otherwise
I'm all caught up.
we'll get interrupted by.
Where is Reed?
He's dropping Mama off at the basketball game.
So why doesn't he just drop?
Right.
I don't know.
He was the host, but we're
I don't think that's a factor, is it?
we have administrative host, right? So yeah, he could have probably just left.
I mean, we understand that.
If I kick him so we can have more space, he'll just come back on, right?
Oh yeah, you could.
He wouldn't.
I don't know where I'm going.
Ready? I'm gonna do it.
I'm not going
Here we
here.
go. He'll come.
Do you remember when Friday Night Bricks was done through Google Meets?
I know where I'm going.
Hangouts?
I
Google
was like
Hangouts?
right when I started, I think. Yeah.
So what's funny is in my Gmail, I still have Hangouts down in the lower left-hand part of the pane.
That's funny.
I do too, Moto.
And I still see the last meetings from Friday Night Bricks just sitting there dormant.
Huh. Yeah, we're coming up on 200 episodes, I guess.
Larry, did I show you the little mech I made?
I think so.
Okay. I can never remember.
That was last Friday, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or was this newer?
Saw
than
that rover.
The rover's over there. The little mech is right over there.
Jackson, Dude, and Brett says hi.
Oh.
And there's something new that's not Lego related. That's kind of fun.
Ah.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It ought to be an actual day right here. It's Daisy. birthday.
Larry, what you been up to?
Oh my goodness, what is? I'll let you know in a hot second.
These are all vintage mechanical pencils,
Oh man.
and I found them all at the thrift store. All on
Wow,
the same day.
See?
no kidding. What did somebody just like turn them all in and they had all their?
I guess so. They're just in a big plastic bag in the art supply section or the
Really?
office area.
See that?
But it has all the erasers. It has all the leads,
Oh wow.
Ah,
all the stuff. So like all these great
Not me.
mechanical pencils that are made out of metal and machined aluminum, or steel and stuff.
I'm opening it right now.
You just don't find mechanical pencils that are made like to take a beating and all that great stuff anymore. What's cool is one of them. Here, let me pull one of them.
You do. You have done.
So carbide ink.
Hmm.
What's really cool, it's got all the mechanical machining dimensions on it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah. Little cheat sheet for fractions to decimals.
Yeah, so it's got all your machining decimal calculations on there, right on the pencil. So this is actually a really cool pencil to have. Whenever I'm doing some projects, I can
Are you gonna build this?
use this pencil,
Come on.
because then I won't have to worry about trying to memorize all. Oh, here's another fun one. I don't know how far back this one goes, but
Is that a Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
Nice.
focus, darn you,
Folks. It's just a little small. Here,
Cub
hold on.
Scouts. But yeah,
Awesome.
all these things, they still work. They're great, fantastic, great quality.
Hey, now I'm back. I got my list back. If you guys are interested, let me know. We can put that.
Oh, it went. Okay.
I think
Pieces back up.
I think this thing the organizer that I ordered off of Amazon was more than all the pencils were.
That's always the way. I just had some to spend
And
a
then I
little
also
bit
found
more
a-
money that I
I
wanted
also
to
found a
on
chest
storage
full.
units.
Yeah, here's another fun one.
Who's
I
your yet
love my-
another show?
Yeah. This one's local though. It's 10 minutes from the house.
Oh wow.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
you flex that. I have some envy now.
That's
Yeah,
Lego.
Vikings chess at Arc Thrift Store.
I
Absolute
know, I know, and it just kills me.
vintage, 100% complete,
That is, ugh.
and it's
That
really
would-
really great condition.
Yeah, that would be something I truly would covet. I mean, that's just so cool. It's so
Yeah,
different than just an old set.
Yes.
Yeah, don't invite me over.
You can't go nowhere. You forget going game home.
yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
yeah. When I looked it over and it was complete and in great condition, I'm like, yeah, that's a must buy. I'm gonna get that.
Oh yeah. Can I ask you what you paid for?
It was $64.99.
Oh,
So for Arc, they thought it was like that I was getting ripped off, and I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, that's really expensive item, sir. I'm like, yeah, don't worry,
mm-hmm.
it's worth that to me.
Yeah, you're like, you don't know what it's really worth.
It's okay.
You have.
It'll be just fine.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about back-to-back weekends yet.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Back-to-back weekends of shows.
Yeah.
Oof. So
I had the opportunity and I didn't
Alabama
do
and
it.
what else?
Brick Universe Louisville.
Oh boy.
Yeah, all the Brick Universe stuff kind of goes all together. I was working at Brick Mania. I did all of them, so it'd be like
Well, this one's
show after show after show.
It's like I said, it's 10 minutes from the house. I got in at
Oh, that's not bad.
I got in at 10 o'clock this morning, set up, was in the drive-thru picking up dinner at 5:30.
You set up your whole big display?
Yep.
Trains? Oh, geez. You got that all set up today?
Yep.
Dude, you the man.
When you set it up 3 weeks in a row, you kind of
Get it down. Yeah.
You're just going through the motions, huh?
Yeah, you're busy from the time you get up to the time you go in bed, but you're busy everywhere.
What have you been building, Jesse?
Just started a commission build. There's like an art building I have a render of, and it's like a nano scale.
That's cool.
So I'm looking at it right now. This is prototype 1 to get the shell. I might have to. This is all brick and plate, or brick and panel. So I might have to do some plating and jumpering to get these windows right.
You ready?
It's got
Looks
some
good.
smaller ones in the back that I might have to do some snot building. But I got my footprint down. It's just off the base plate, and so I'm gonna stare at this one and then probably just build another one side by side. A little bit better for prototype number 2, or hopefully that's the final one.
Hope you're getting paid well.
Jackson's always happy to have new Lego.
I know you're good at it, Mama. I know, because you're big now.
I had the
Don't you love Ian and Declan?
I had the layout in the house.
Yeah.
Last night I got it out of the trailer and made sure it survived the trip from Alabama. Jackson tells me, Dad, you can't bring no more Lego in the house. So I pointed all his Lego and said, if I can't bring my Lego in the house, you can't have your Lego in the house. He said, I didn't say that, Dad.
You hate your Lego. Mama, yeah, it gay hair.
If I can't have Lego,
Read
nobody
commenting.
Gay.
I put
Oh,
it
that's a
all
big
in.
tub.
So this is what I got to go through.
That's awesome. I love the dragons. Those elves dragons are amazing. You've got at least 3 of them in there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
a lucky dog.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
That's the Friends roller coaster track, right?
Yep.
Yep. So we've got. I think I've got about 30 Friends and Elves sets in here that I need to go through and sort. But
That's cool.
Those elves dragons are awesome. And then you've got like a police thing.
You can't go. You can have a walk again.
Ooh, you got Pegasus in there.
oh yeah, we got the whole.
You got all the good stuff.
Go.
You don't need that yet, buddy. It's this piece.
There is.
Game for
This,
you.
this is the next
This
one.
is. Well, this is just one of the bins. There's a ton. I'm getting tons of these 16 by 16s.
Yeah, yeah. If you ever collect Friends, you wind up with all the plates you'd ever
Oh
need.
yeah, and slides. So many
Slides are
slides.
good.
Yeah. It was kind of fun going through and just like, okay, so I've got this. You know,
Mhm.
what does this go to? And,
Yeah.
That's an elves component.
Uh-huh.
I have that one that you're holding right now. That
This
one
one?
has got a lava component, and then the
Uh-huh.
fire slides out. It's really cool.
Yep. I needed to actually. I had to take. I needed one of these rounds right here,
Yeah. The
and I
stickers.
had to take the sticker off because it was the perfect sun for tattooing
Oh yeah.
on my habitat. I have no idea what this thing is. It may be.
Is that a gondola?
Ooh, is
I
that
don't know.
well? I have
Looks
no
weird.
idea what. I mean, it looks weird. It may just be a built thing. It's like got. I don't know though. It's like it's got hands.
It's like a robot. I wonder
It's
if
like a
they-
robot. Yeah.
You could just look up Olivia.
Yeah. Right.
Olivia does all the science stuff in Friends.
It's got there's a hospital.
Oh yeah, the little
and,
rescue helicopter. Yeah.
Wow, helicopter? Is that a helicopter?
Click, click.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Isn't it? That's pretty cool. I like it. I'm almost like, I don't know if we'll even take it apart. It's just fun.
I would keep that
Flash.
together. The BFF camera.
But just lots of, I mean, you know,
You gotta get
a lot of
Lots
really
of cool
good parts.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. I love Friends bins. They're fantastic.
So yeah, that's mostly like loose stuff.
A lot of good colors.
Here's another one.
Oh dear.
Got the amusement park.
You got it, buddy.
Wow,
Yeah.
you've got the elves ship, sailing
Yep.
ship.
You can see that. Just not even down to that part yet.
Yeah, because the sail is right there. The purple sail
Uh-huh.
gives it away.
And let's see if I can uncover.
Oh, you got the Dolphin Cruiser.
Dude, you're good.
Whoa, come on, dude.
You're. I mean,
Lego Master. Excuse
yeah.
me.
But it's like here's how you can see a ship in
I
there.
can see it now. Yeah.
Oh, if I could see it now, myself on a Dolphin Cruiser.
Yeah, here's this. It's got the ski resort is in there.
Oh.
That's an awesome one too. The ski resort's great. Do you have all the mini dolls?
All of them. Like,
Yeah, the ski resort mini dolls are really cool because they're dressed up in white, or the racetrack ones too.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, buddy.
If you ever want to make space pilot mini dolls, they have these white outfits that look like they could go into space. It's really cool. And you just got a mad jumble of mashed up pieces. Hey, that is probably one of the longest Technic axles I've ever seen.
I know, right?
There's a part you won't see very often.
And then
There you go.
elves
When the
and
their head.
what did I do? And then of course, all the fun little animals,
Oh, I love the little dragons. Yeah.
dragons.
You can.
Also, if you find the crystal eggs that go with it, those crystal eggs are great. Parts.
We're having a problem
the
with
big ones?
Twitch.
Oh,
Twitch is it twitching?
Twitch is twitching out. So I'm gonna remove it.
Oh, and up there, and there's an airplane in here too somewhere.
ooh. Yeah,
so
there's
it's,
the ski
kinda
lift.
cool. Yeah,
There's the ski lift. Yep.
These different colored beam parts.
The swing. It looks like the swing set. Yeah, got all sorts of good stuff. There's your little hospital, mobile hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a lot of sorting to do.
Yes, I do. And it's like, I'm gonna probably have a small bin full of sticker parts that it's like, Now the good news is if any of them are put on wrong, well they're just out of here. But looks
Yeah,
like
that one right in front of you, that Meeting Missouri hospital sticker. Look how misaligned that sucker is already.
Oh,
that one right there.
Yeah.
Put 'em around, buddy.
Oh no.
And I think
Well, the good news is if you want to peel a sticker off and you want to retain it for later use, keep the backing from your old stickers.
Oh yeah.
Because that wax backing, what you can do is you can slide it underneath the corner of a sticker and you don't have to worry about it getting all ruined. And then you force or pinch it down and
Here, buddy,
gently
let me
peel
look
it out.
Yeah.
Look at all those mini dolls.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots.
And Joker.
Yeah.
A Batman movie Joker and mini dolls.
And quite a few dolphins
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Dolphin Cruiser dolphins.
and
Horsies.
You're done with this one, buddy.
And then, so that it also came
Ready to
with.
build a car?
Oh, Daddy, this is me.
That's not going to fit on the screen.
No, that's nuts. Yeah, Bubba. Friends is awesome. Yeah, that's all the good stuff. Look at that. You got a lot of sorting.
Still mine always. Yeah. But yeah, these, I mean, you know, great part, you know, unusual part.
I hear you. So the reason I have these is they make great rocket cones. Thrusters, exhaust for rockets, space rockets, friendly space rockets. They're great parts to have. They're right here in real time.
And Bubba said he's bought most of the new Friends wave already.
They are amazing. The new friend sets are absolutely incredible. And what's also really cool about them is they have the most diversity, not just with race, but also ability. Like they've got a blind person with a cane. They've got a entire wheelchair accessible building with wheelchair access. It's really cool. You never see that in city. All different ages, all different races. Really well done. So Friends is definitely pushing the envelope of really promoting what they said early in the year, which is they wanted to start diversifying their Lego sets.
Yeah. Yeah. Baby.
That didn't sound good.
Well, it wasn't Lego, so we're okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
So which episode of FET do you want to talk about?
Oh,
Go back.
well, we
What
can.
the FET? What the FET?
That just happened.
What the FET just happened?
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. I was just summoned, and it was too late. Darn it.
You want to talk about the latest one?
Yeah. Because we already talked about it. We're up to date.
Oh, you're up to
We're
date except
up
for
to
the latest?
I got to talk about some of it with.
It's really weird because of my Google feed on my Android phone. It like tries to interpret what I like and don't like. But the results so far, like there's some people who truly just rage against this FET series.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm actually just enjoying it. You know, I just sit back and really digging it.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't like something, don't watch it.
And the one thing that was painfully clear was the episode before last, there was a chase scene using speed oars. And they went about as fast as a team with speed oars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I almost expected it to break out into a joke where, you know, there's that comedy where they're doing a chase scene and there's someone jogging and they're like lapping the cars.
Yeah. Like an airplane or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So judging by the we're just going to jump right to the end of the episode. Judging by the music at the end.
Red Dawn, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, are we gonna
Yes,
are we gonna
they
have
are.
a spin-off
Oh,
and then
yes, they did.
the original show's gonna come back in? And
Well, so there was 2 thematic music shifts at the end of the episode. And by the way, you should subscribe to New Rockstars on YouTube because he does a great job.
he must have an advanced musical background. That guy.
No. What he does, so he monitors Twitter, and there's about 4 different theoretical accounts like New Rockstars. Just that New Rockstars is probably the best produced. I think does the best job at like holding back on the fringe stuff. Just a great personality, obviously a fan. But no, they harvest all of these fan theories and then consolidate them. So it's not. I mean, this guy does observe things, but obviously he's not seeing all of it. He's including a lot of external observations from fans. So. But yeah, two thematic music shifts. One was when Fennec talks about, well, if you have money, you can always money buys stuff. It shifts into the Mandalorian theme, which is a good hint. And then at the very end, there's obviously a power behind these pikes, and it does shift into the Red Dawn. A couple of chords of Red Dawn. Which would be cool because it's Han's former BFF who's in charge of that branch.
And to clarify, Crimson Dawn.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got it wrong. Yeah, Crimson Dawn.
No, I was just making sure because you said Red Dawn, and I'm like,
I'm sorry, I was stuck in the 80s.
Are we talking about Patrick Swayze? Is Patrick Swayze is no longer with us? I don't think he can help.
Well, you obviously forgot about the remake that occurred, less than 5 years ago?
No, I forgot about it.
Not nearly as good.
Oh, I forgot about it, all right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
the one with Thor? That one?
So there's a bunch of
Thor's brother. Or was it Thor's brother?
It was probably Thor's brother.
It was
probably
Thor's brother.
Afford Thor.
Can we help you, buddy?
Yeah, a bunch of teens from Michigan are going to form an anti-empire resistance, and they're going to scream Wolverines, and then all of them get blown up on a tank.
I got
That's really
it.
sad.
Yeah.
And they're going to have
Jennifer Grey booby trapped her stuff with a grenade.
Jennifer Grey shows up on a speeder bike decked out with a bunch of chrome that goes approximately 5 miles per hour through the streets.
A hover Vespa.
I love, by the way, I don't mind the gangs. I love the design. I like the idea of having the British mods and all that. It was just, yeah. I think what they did is I'm sorry to harp on this, but I think the reason the vehicles are moving so slow is they wanted people to make out like all the people walking in the streets for all those little callbacks.
Maybe.
And for them not to blur out. But you could have shown the vehicles like ripping past them.
Yeah.
And have them in frame, but
sure, you could have had from their point of view.
I'm not going to second guess that guy, but I think he's gotten enough bad feedback, creative feedback on that one selection. I
like that his speeder looked like a Lincoln Continental or a old Cadillac or something. That was great.
I mean, they got the best design concept artists in the world. Why not use them? But I did like I did enjoy the fact that there was kind of a return back to the Sarlacc pit. I thought that was cool.
That was really cool.
I do like the fact that revenge was exacted with major impunity from a flying, basically battle platform with all the pews.
Oh yeah,
and full pew pew mode. And it wasn't even original trilogy pew pew mode. It was like the episode 2 asteroid scene pew pew mode. Where it's just like crap when he sets off those guns, man, crap just blows up everywhere.
That was actually one of my favorite parts of that movie.
It was the only scene I liked for that whole movie.
It was because of the sound. It was because of the sound.
Oh yeah, the sound engineering is incredible.
And the sonic charges, those were great.
The sonic charge is probably my favorite sound effect design in any movie anywhere.
Yeah, it's up there.
Because definitely. if you listen to it in the theater, if you don't have it in theater, if you have the full blown like 6.1 surround, that I don't know what it is, but that electronically altered guitar chord, whatever it is, it actually does this thing where the person mapped out in sound space, like where it goes off. And then when you hear it in the theater, it actually goes around the theater and wraps around and echoes. You can actually hear the echoes reverberating waves around the theater. It is like the best sound effect ever.
It's a little muted when you bury it under the sand, but still very cool.
No, I was just talking about the original episode. Was it 2? asteroid destructo scene. Just fantastic.
Well, and we get he hires Black Chrysanthemum.
Which is good.
That's awesome.
Nope. One.
He's kind of like he's got his little posse kind of going for him.
Okay,
these
you're right,
days, which
brother.
is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I love seeing, another Wookiee that's,
Well, all Wookiees are pretty badass. Let's
he is a
say
badass,
that.
but he's
Enhanced
using his
badass.
powers for the dark side. Like, well, not really the dark side, but he's not a good guy.
Turn
Really.
around.
No.
Turn around. There you go.
You kind of are made to believe that Wookiees are kind of this whole noble race, and they're like all like.
I mean,
It's nice to see. Oh,
A tortured soul. A bounty
Sure.
hunter.
sure.
I both dreading. So I sort of dread this. So so there's Tatooine was inspired by Dune, and a lot of the story arc of Fett falls in line with the Paul Atreides arc within Dune,
Mm-hmm.
where an outsider comes in and becomes noble and becomes one with the tribes that are native there, and then becomes very powerful by gathering a collective that takes on the man and eventually defeats them. So I'm a bit terrified that they'll just keep compounding his alliances until basically an entire army of Tusken Raiders just comes out of the desert and wipes everyone out for the final scene. And he's like, case closed. My Tusken bros, my Tusken boys got my back. Does the magic whistle. They all come out and basically wipe out the whatever it is, Crimson Dawn / Pike Syndicate guys off the face of the planet. But spice trade. I mean, yeah, a lot. George Lucas really lifted a lot of stuff off of Dune.
You think?
Well, also Akira Kurosawa samurai films. I mean, we all know what he used as inspiration, but spaghetti westerns. I mean, there's all that gets put in the blender and remixed out.
Well, my
Spice
food
trade.
is here. So
Oh, poor you.
I'm going to blank out for a few minutes.
No, you're not. Stay hungry.
And I'll be here listening, but I will make it so you can't hear my chewing.
Jesse's going crazy on that mock.
No, I'm just like,
Jesse doesn't wait for no man. Jesse waits for
Starting.
no person.
so yeah, I got prototype number 1 here and prototype number 2 here. And I already decided that I'm gonna jumper the door in. So added a plate,
Look at you,
footprint, and then a plate so that I can jumper under door frames.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Second round is fancier than the first, huh?
Yeah. I needed it's got some unique
Hey,
shape.
Dad.
It's square, but
Yep.
where the wall comes up and where different windows are. I just had to space that out and make sure I wasn't one stud off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. And
And you
I
might
wrote
have to go
one
to
window.
plates. You might have to do sideways plate designs with the tile. If you need thinner sections, you have to go snout work sideways with plates and tiles butted up against things. It's all about the proportions in modern design, isn't it? It's all about those exact little
Yeah.
placements of things.
I like nanoscale. I've been doing this for I've done a few things.
Are you going to buy like a bunch of the white trophy figs, like architectural people, and just stick them in there?
Oh yeah, I've got a bin already.
Good. Yeah.
Because I've done this already. Like I've done a Kubo mock with Amanda Fuchs.
Cuba. Wait, what?
Huh? Yeah, I did a Kubo mock with
Oh, look at that.
nano
Wow.
pigs, and I did the mountain. It has that classic mountain where they hide out, and then he walks down to the city,
Everybody
and
watch.
then there's the river with the lanterns. So I have a whole bunch of trophy pigs.
There you go. Whoa.
Yep, there's gold. There's green. There's.
Jeez, you're like Lord of them.
I think I
Lord
have
of the
100
trophies.
counts of all the different colors. There's blue. There's white.
Lord of the trophy figs.
dark red.
You know, I hope that Toy Story really isn't real in real life, because that means you have imprisoned thousands of little people that wake up whenever you're not looking at them and just are screaming in little bags trying to get out.
All my minifigs are suffocating in bags too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's up? B for C's here.
What's up, Chris?
Ice cream
Ice cream
stream.
stream.
Nick Fury.
Well, if you want a stream of ice cream, it'd have to be soft serve. You just have a camera right underneath that soft serve nozzle.
We'll wait till Reed gets back for ice cream time. I can do a popsicle. I don't know. It's a little cold for ice cream, but
Jackson has finished his set, so I'm going to jump off here.
Oh, wait. No, we need a review. You can't just build and go. You got to show us what it is.
You want to show them what you built, buddy?
Can you do a show and tell, Jackson?
is that the bad guy?
Wow.
Yeah, he gave a hole.
And he built the little car.
Who's gonna win, Spider-Man or the bad guy?
He gave a hole.
Mysterio's going in.
Yeah, God, he has to sing.
Well, thanks for letting me come on.
Mama.
Jackson building this set. He's waited patiently all day for me to get home to do it. So
Good job, Jackson. That was fast. You're a fast builder.
Mama.
So I'll see y'all next time.
Later, Hoosier.
Bye.
Reed, what's on your head?
What do you think is on my head?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
The only animal that is cool, the badger.
There's a lot of cool animals besides
your
the
Uber
Wisconsin
hat?
badger. Besides a Wisconsin badger.
This is the hat I wear for work.
Cool.
I don't have to wear it for work, but I wear it.
So it's got the school logo, but it's not Bucky. It's the wrong color for Bucky, isn't it? Or not?
Huh?
Is it the correct colors for Bucky Badger?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. It's been too long. It's been decades since I went back to Wisconsin.
Oh, I'm not ready to decide.
Reed, are you building a set from a bin of loose parts?
No.
Oh, okay. God, I was like, oh my.
No,
God.
I didn't. I had a lot of castle stuff on my stuff the last time I was building. No, these are like party bins I got super cheap. Like after I don't know, Walmart was selling them, and I bought these, and I bought some cups, and I bought some bowls, and so they're they're for building and sorting and stuff. I've got them out in my storage and using them out there and stuff. So I can't figure what color this is. Not the same color as light gray. Might be dark gray. Might be black. Oh, my building area is kind of a mess. Should have put it over here, but I'm building a really old set. Really old. I think this set came out the year I started working for Lego. Yeah, no, first started when I started buying Lego again. This is old. This is probably worth about as much as that old blacksmith shop I opened a while back.
So nothing.
Probably a few $100s.
So what's funny is any set earlier than 2010 right now is depreciating in value.
Huh?
Any set before 2010 right now is depreciating in value unless it's a flagship set.
Before 2010?
Yeah, so there was a really cool video where basically Beyond the Brick was going to Atlanta Brick Co. and they're going through the most expensive sets. And
yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, they mentioned that there's a peak of when sets are most desirable. but it was really weird. I didn't realize it's only like a 10-year window.
Okay,
Where basically a set becomes so old that it's no longer really desirable, or in that nostalgia sweet spot. So like the sets that are older than 2010 roughly are starting to decline in value. So if you hold on to them too long, they no longer appreciate. They actually start to decline.
Well, that's pretty bad, because that blacksmith shop I opened was way older than that. That was worth, hundreds, like lots and lots of money. So I don't know. I'd say some sets, it depends on the theme too. Some themes.
It depends on and it depends on the theme, and it depends on whether the set itself was a flagship set of that theme for the year.
These are the things I keep finding in the stuff I'm sorting right now. So this might have been a set we might have damaged out back in the day. I got a boatload of those, and I know they were never in the pick-a-brick trees or anything. So I don't know. I'm finding them.
Well, you didn't take damaged set inventory for yourself, right? For your own personal gain.
No. I mean, basically, but I probably bought about as many grab bags as I bought pick-a-brick cups. I mean, I got boatloads of brick. So that's why a lot of my brick is final sorted. Anything that's final sorted in my collection is most likely pick-a-brick, because I count it and I sort it when I take it out of the pick-a-brick cups. So
Jesse, do you have patience to count your elements, or do you just sort them?
I got those sheets.
No.
I got those sheets scattered all over Tarnation.
Yeah, me neither.
I got those sheets everywhere. I think I have I got a small Lego book at one time, a little and that had some of the early sorts on it.
I'm just anxious to get them into the collection so I can build.
Yeah, I just put it in the collection. I'm like, okay, I've got a quart left. That's enough.
Well, I mean, in the end,
I go by very rough figures. Like, it's like, oh, is it in the tens? Is it in a quart? Is it a gallon? Good enough for me.
I used it kind of. It also is a help for a value in terms of how much my collection is worth a little bit too.
It's worth nothing until you sell it.
Well, that's not true either.
Yes, it is. It's just like having a stock. There's an assumed value, but unless you transact it, you don't have the money in hand.
So in other words, in your house, you don't have your Lego collection insured, so it's worth absolutely nothing.
Correct. I do not have it insured.
Screwed.
Yes, correct.
That's now I insured mine. I insured mine for whatever I paid for it, because at least you should be worth at least what you paid for it, at least. If you opened it, it depreciates. But I mean, I got hundreds of open sets that should at least have their retail value to some extent. So that's what I insured it for.
You have to photograph it, by the way. I went through 2 fires, and when you file a loss claim, you do have to have photographic evidence that you owned this stuff.
I've streamed enough from there. I got tons of pictures, so I got loads.
No, I mean, they literally make you hand over a file with all of the images, which is a real pain in the butt, but whatever.
If there's a problem, if something happens, trust me, I will be digging through hundreds and hundreds of photos and everything else. I mean, I got them. My camera doesn't have 14,000 pictures on it for nothing, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, in the end, because everybody is going to put some kind of intrinsic value on their collection, so that if something does happen, you at least know where you're kind of coming from. I mean, as I think actually Lee Jones, one of the guys that goes to Brickworld, is a doctor up in Canada. I know he went through a fire within the last year or two, couple years, and I know he said the one thing he did say though is it did stink. He did say the fumes were toxic. So.
Oh yeah, the smoke damage will just ruin it. There are a few ways to get rid of it, but nothing really easy. What I would say.
I think even even burning Lego, just the fumes are just toxic. If you're too close.
Yeah, ABS burning is not a good thing.
So, but I mean, in the end, but in the end, you still want to try to insure it, to some extent. I mean, obviously, I'm in a building. I need all kinds of insurance. I need liability for my building too, because I'm in a commercial style building. So, I need special insurance. Probably because I got sprinkler pipes and electric and all kinds of stuff.
All the things that a growing builder needs.
Yeah. So yeah, all the basics. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. I can get that. I can get that kind of insurance. Just adds more to the cost of storing Lego.
Oh, that should be a door.
Well, I'm pretty tired. I am going to go. I'm
Okay.
yawning. But have a good stream.
Thanks, Moto. You too.
See
It
ya.
was cool seeing
Hey,
the list.
hey, Chris. Chris is here. Hey, you guys went a lot quicker than I thought. You got through all those parts. You went through those parts before I even left the coal center, man. You guys were quick. You guys must have gone through those 10,000 parts like fast.
We got like 2,000 in, and then it crashed because we couldn't see the pictures anymore.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah. So Larry's eating right now, but if he comes back, then I mean, we're building now. I'm sure he wants to do something else. Everybody's got their own list. That was kind of fun to do, though.
Well,
So
it gives
once.
people who are always maybe looking to, who are acquiring, how to get parts and everything else. I mean, you're not going to get always all the parts you need, but if you join a lug, I mean, it's an opportunity to get at least a couple of the parts you need. And, in the end, of course, now I'm going to be tempted to build a trans purple castle now. Maybe a small one for my sig fig, perhaps. You have some trans purple bricks, which I put on lug bulk of, many eons ago. Eons, probably one of the first early ones. Yeah. So it's the three of us again. I jumped in a little bit when I was downtown, then I realized my phone didn't have much of a charge, so I got out of there. I'll have to grab my charger and pull some pictures off.
Oh, that's not what I need.
So it wasn't a super busy show last week, but it was still pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed being down there. It was kind of a cool resort, kind of a maze of sorts. I actually was part of went to the TwinLUG meeting and had some pizza on Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
I had to put my hands over my ears at one point because they were talking about something confidential for a future Lego convention, so I had to cover my ears. So, but I listened to a little bit of it. I might actually have to partake in that too. It kind of sounds kind of fun. So, but yeah. So, and then of course they did the project support sort that day also. That sounds like that was a very long. I think Kevin and them said it was 13 hours or something. So wish I could have helped on that one because that sounds like that was a pretty nightmare sort. So I don't have my parts yet. I got to pick those up from somebody. And then start building my castle. What parts are those? Two,
Let's see if I did this right.
Unless you show us, you will be the only one who knows if you did it right.
I got my camera down.
Huh?
2, 4. Yeah, I think I got to go 1 over.
That's where you just got to do like in the shows, do the sleight of hand. Hey, look over there, and then make your change, and we don't even notice.
Oh, this goes. No, this goes here. Okay. I got to figure it out myself first, and then I'll let you know.
So what? So is this version 3.0 then? Is that what you're saying?
I just made one small mistake where it's.
But you said, I mean, that the one that's to your left, is that version 1 or version 2 of your attempt at recreating whatever you're building?
Version 2, yeah. Here's version 1. I'm keeping it together. I'm stealing some parts off of it as I go, but once I get at least the footprint down, some of the techniques, then it is a commission build. I may have to make a bricklink order, and then I can come up with a final price. But yeah, the back of the building jogs back one stud, so I missed that. So not a big deal.
All pretty much mostly common parts for the most part.
Yeah, I'm using a lot of these panels, for windows, and it's black and gray and red.
Those seem to be pretty common parts. You should be okay with that. I would think so anyways.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I gotta pull this one stud back. That's fine.
Oh my God. Oh, I should have taken a nap today. They called me and asked me to do some. I'm kind of the resident IT guy today, and I was trying to help something out. So
Oh, yeah?
Took away from my nap. Yeah, because it kind of woke me up. Well, in the end, I ended up just running a good, I don't know, I must have built a 20 or 30 foot Cat 5 cable and running that across. There was something going on where if they plugged the phone in to something, the phone would work. But if I switched it, the printer would work, but then the phone wouldn't. So
Black.
I don't know, something happened. I got basic IT skills. But that's a lot of that's from because I've built every computer I've ever owned. So I dropped a brick. I keep forgetting I got to send out an email to my fellow collab people for the castle one and see who's still up and who's still wanting to build. And I'm guessing, I don't know if I haven't really looked at my Brickworld registration to see if the space requests have opened up yet. Because once that starts up, then I got to get on the ball and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I got to see. It sounds like one person might have. It was at least the last time I talked to him was maybe backing out, and then I know Michael is probably still going to do it, and he's going to borrow someone else's base, and then Chop is supposed to be building a base for his guys, and then I still need to build one other thing for the collab too. That goes in the middle, and so yeah, so it's I got some work ahead of me. You gotta basically that's got to be the one. A pretty small car, man. I do like now that some of the creator sets, because this one didn't come with a fig, even though it's pretty much fig scale. It'd have been cool if some of these older sets had come with a minifig back in the day. Oh, really? One of those guys? I just love being so popular. Funk blocked.
We gotta.
That's okay. I threw him into a block of lava, from like Minecraft. I just
Drop a creeper on him.
Yeah. So whoa. This must be for look only. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's spinning. I was like, whoa, that didn't. It's still
I wonder if I
good.
should give this some texture.
Oh, these are really, really.
It's really just black.
Oh, I was gonna go check. I'll check something.
Black will be fine. All right.
Uh-oh. That's not good. The team is losing. They were winning by like freaking 5 points. Now they're losing by 5 points. That's not good. All
right. So here is where I messed up.
Oh, shoot.
I have a little garage door back here, and it sticks out. So there's a 1x2 plate there that kind of screws me up.
I'm hoping I didn't take that plate with me to my show. Oh, man. That could be bad. Maybe I won't be building tonight.
There's my footprint. I have my doors jumpered in now. So these, where am I? This door's jumpered, and these doors are jumpered.
Hmm.
And then I got to figure out if I'm going to actually have like a removable. There's 3 levels. Do I have a, do I make it modular?
Whoa, Shaggy.
Probably will try to make it modular because it's a commission build and I want the guy to be happy that show it off and take it apart, maybe show something on the inside there. Is it ice cream time?
Mm-hmm.
Is it ready?
It's ice cream time.
No, I don't have any ice
happens
cream.
directly after pizza time.
Well, the problem is I think I have a problem, Houston. I think I must have grabbed the base plate. I grabbed plates to use for the show. I think I grabbed everything I could get my hands on, including the ones I need for this build. At least I don't see them anywhere. Not anywhere logical. They should have already been in the bin. Not in the box.
Oh, let's see. Do I want to jumper these windows too?
So I think I'm gonna go with something else.
I don't think I need to. Not the first level.
Are you working in the studio too, or just freehand?
I'll show my screen now.
No.
That's my model.
Well, it looks like it's made out of Lego.
Yeah, it's gonna really translate through Lego really well.
Yeah, it looks like you have to definitely use 2x2 black tiles all the way around the front
There's
of
a
that.
skate park over here, but they don't actually, which is actually made, but they don't really show it as much. That's a render, and I have these drawings.
Well, that's fun.
So I'm using these drawings to space out my windows and line things up.
Okay, that was a record short build there, guys. Okay, I don't know.
kind of what I got. So far,
I don't have any ice cream, but I'm gonna go with the Bucky theme. I'm gonna continue with the Bucky theme, and I'm gonna do some French onion dip.
All right, you guys are doing snacks.
Huh?
I'm gonna go off camera and have my dinner
Okay.
since Larry's back and still chowing. But
Yeah.
Iceberg's here. What up? Yo,
What's up?
I'm building a
Yeah.
commission build, dude. It's
Oatmeal.
unrelated. The juxtaposition arts building.
You could probably get away with eating oatmeal because it probably looks like Lego. Oh, it's ice cream.
So I'll mute for now.
That's fine.
We only eat Tillamook ice cream in this house.
We only eat what?
Tillamook. They're out of Oregon.
Huh.
They're just the best.
Too much liquid in here for some reason. I'd use a brick separated syrup, but I don't think I want to do that. The chips keep breaking, but it just seems a little fluidy. A little liquidy. I don't know what to build. This sucks.
So you took the plate where?
Well, they gave me more space than what I was going to really consider filling. And so I grabbed all my 16 by 32 plates, all my 32 by 32 plates. So I just grabbed all the stuff I had. And I'm guessing those gray ones might have been laying around here somewhere. You know, it's sitting somewhere because they're not sitting where I would think they're sitting now. They aren't sitting with like the set. They're not. They weren't in the bin. They're not with the instructions. So I don't know where the. I mean, and I'm guessing I might have just grabbed them. They're out at storage. Let me grab this cable though and see if we can share some pictures, maybe, perhaps. Perhaps we might be able to do that. Considering my team is, oh my God, what is going on? Holy Toledo. Let's hope they're a good second half team because they are in trouble. I'm going to watch it. Let's see, what do we got here? This folder is not empty. It should be full.
Did you try to reconnect to Twitch? Did you try to reconnecting to Twitch?
No, why would happen?
You missed that. It wasn't working. Something was going on. You have to ask Jesse. He actually did it. Now that I think about it, I thought you were still here.
Oh, that or maybe when I don't know.
Although, how many people watch on Twitch?
Probably not very many.
Like 0?
Maybe. 0 sounds like a good round number. All right, there's mine.
Oh.
I guess I have to allow it. I have to allow permission to look. Uh-oh. Larry's computer died or something.
There we go. Are you blocking?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. I think you and I tried to block at the same time, and
Blocking is good.
there's this other one that gives us an error. You see that one? 2 above iceberg.
Oh.
Mel, what are you doing tonight? You want to jump on?
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. That might have been one I already blocked, and it just still showed it for some reason or something. In StreamYard, anyways, I don't have the other chat open, so.
Oh, there's another one.
Wow, must be pretty. Must be boring over in Russia today, I guess. Maybe they got a true Arctic blast over there, and they're all stuck inside.
Who knows?
I just know us YouTubers in the U.S. are just a domination race, and they're trying to just. So I heard your list had problems, huh?
Well, it stopped loading the images.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I went down to the very bottom, and it was like there were 10,000. It went past line 10,000. So, but there were gaps. There was like at one point it was like because it was the line item was like 1971 and 1972 and 1970. We're like, oh hey, look, it's all of our birth years, right? But prior to that, it's like it was 1972 was the start. The one before that was not 1971. It was like 1846. So there was this gap of like a century worth of numbers. I don't know. Maybe it was Duplo. Who knows?
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see if this works. Here we go. There was part of my setup. There you go. Look at that. Look at
Cool.
that. That's awesome.
Look at the size of it.
I don't know why these pictures look like crap, but they do. Oh, there. Oh, it was taking time to come in focus. So, I took my little monster Jestro's base, took both blacksmith shops, mince up the castle. Since it's coming from the camera, it takes a moment to focus. I guess. There we go. The only problem with this being this deep is I think it was almost like 8 feet across.
Oh yeah.
Really hard to get to the guys from the middle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would have loved to have it on the floor, but next time maybe I'll ask that.
You said you wanted to put it on the floor?
Yep.
You're too old to be bent over on your hands and knees setting up minifigs. You'd never get off the ground when you were done.
There was my room. Not bad. Two queens.
Well, that's weird. You had to sleep on the wall. Oh, there you go.
Not bad. So I'm just scrolling through. I'm gonna get ahead of myself here and make sure there's no images that don't need to be seen, but looks like it's focusing. There we go. So the barn is in the corner. I actually, because I was running out of mills, I made myself I might have to build another freaking moat type kind of thing. And that's got the double high walls, the new walls I just built. So that's double high on that wall section, which is kind of cool. A little tougher to siege when it's taller like that. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys ever I had to send Hoosier a picture. Wanted to make sure he saw what a church looked like.
That's cool. That is a tall steeple.
I like the cats. Cats are cool.
Hey, Haley. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello, Haley. So yeah, so I saw that. I was like, oh, I better take a picture. That was before they were setting it all up. As you can tell, like I know a guy who's got a church / something that maybe would enjoy that. I would hope, you know. My ice tars were out. It's good. Good those came out. Oh, we're gonna have some battle here. So I needed Chop.
Yeah.
I needed Chop and the rest of his guys. So I had my little night force over here.
Mm-hmm.
The ones I got. I had my band playing. I had the 3 amigos playing. I had the sheep. I had a sheep in the dragon's mouth. A couple of my moon warriors were in the back by the blacksmith shop. And of course, I had the Magnificent 7 in Chima form riding out from the back over there. I had a bunch of guys just out. I had a bunch of the monsters all coming out from the base. I had my trees. A couple of monster behind enemy lines eating ice cream. Probably not a wise decision. But yeah, so yeah, I mean it just took time. I mean, luckily I got there like 8:30 or whatever time that morning, and so just set up all day. I think I worked till 9:30 or 10, I think.
Ugh. That's the not fun part about doing shows. The tedious setup.
I have the rainbow. But I guess there was nobody in Brickworld, Alabama that had a competing rainbow, so I didn't have any troops coming or going from the rainbow portal. Just a rainbow. It was just a rainbow. But if I decide to go to Nebraska Brick Days, and I'm debating, when's the train show? When is that? When's your train show coming up in Denver?
Shoot, I just had band up too. April?
It is April? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd almost maybe tempted to go to that, but so I had my potion shop up at the top with the explosion. I had that. I had my I had the fiber optic stuff up there running.
That's cool.
I had battery boxes in here. Of course, the battery box on the very bottom was a 1 charge one. I don't recommend those. That one went out at some point, and I had to lift everything from just below Keeley to shift to get that battery box out. I had a 2 charge up here in the middle, and then I had a 7 charge up in the armory room up here. The 7 charge was cool, except I still had to hit the button if it turned off for too long. So, but it was cool. I mean, it definitely kept everything charged for the longest time. So, let's skip the tower.
Did you see? Ken's video on his traffic light?
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it where he was. I don't know if you read the whole thing, but he's got it where. So it's an intersection right at a railroad crossing. So he's actually got those optical sensors that, as the trains are actually coming, it changes and turns the lights red, regardless of what their cycle is on.
Yeah, one of the guys had the trap. They had their railroad lights, but they were facing the wrong direction. I thought I saw a video of it.
That's good.
Well, I mean, it's facing the right direction, but there's, they're not on both sides of the track because it's up against the plexi. So I mean, in the end, it wasn't that bad. It was a pretty good show. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I took a bunch of pictures. I got a couple pictures at the end of just me. I'm gonna have to look at this and see. I'm gonna have to chop the. I don't know if there should be any audio on this stuff, but it's gonna load. We'll see. Loading something big.
What'd you have for dinner, Jesse?
The other half of my lunch, Leanne Chin's. It's I order out, pick up a lot,
Yeah.
and I usually get 2 meals out of it.
We've been doing probably for maybe a month now. We are having Home Chef delivered,
Oh yeah.
which is like one of those dinner in a box things. I mean, it gives you all the ingredients, the recipe. You just put it together. You cut up the fresh veggies and grill the meat and all that. They're actually really good. They're not outrageously expensive, and I'm enjoying it. We have a new schedule around the house now with my wife's new job. So now on the nights she's working, and I get off at 3. She doesn't get home till sometimes not till 7. So I've got plenty of time to chop some veggies and put together a recipe.
All right.
More than just our typical, we have burritos or spaghetti or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so because I jumpered the doors, now I got to jump around back or tile over them to get it back.
There we go. We'll show this. I actually muted it because otherwise we'd have boatloads of strikes. This is the space station of doom.
Oh, I love it. Classic space guys with lightsabers. Brilliant.
Build a bear.
Build a bear and their Ewoks. Cafeteria. Awesome.
Whoa.
Looks like a dead Jawa on the police line.
Oh, nice. Minions.
Quickie Mart.
Shoot. Let's see here.
That's pretty fun.
This is the big room. That's why I don't have the music on, because I think it plays like 5 tunes, like YMCA.
Nice dance floor. That's cool.
Oh, he's got the whole rhythm of the actual Saturday Night Fever, the way it actually did in the movie. Hot dog stand, TwinLUG shrine, sports shooting gallery. Targets are pristine, and there's holes or laser holes everywhere else.
That's clever.
Oh, Homer's on the job.
Man, this is really good.
And this is a small one because at Brickworld it'll have like 2 or 3 times as many modules.
Jeez. They had a church on the Death Star. That's awesome. Oh, cool. That's impressive. Go back down to you can't do that. what do they call those?
That's a 3D printed something. I don't know.
It's from all the Lego games. It's
Oh,
you got to find those things in the video game. But I was wondering if that was a 3D printed one. I'm like, because that's a little bit bigger than, and it's not
minifig there for scale. Yes,
perfect.
hot tub.
The laundry room. God, that's brilliant.
I was trying to see what other good videos I had, but most of it was streamed. I don't need to take over much of anything else. So. But small show, there was like 3 different rooms. So people were scattered throughout. So. Gotta enjoy it. Gotta have fun. I always like looking. I stumbled across this one. I was looking for something else. And this. I loved when I played this game. And this was the 1-year anniversary fan gathering up in like Fort Collins or something. But, So yeah, it was a space one before Eve. This was the big one before Eve. Developed by Westwood Studios, and EA bought it. And then once EA bought it, it went down the crapper. So,
right.
But I mean, I love that game. I mean, I think I played 2 accounts all the time. So I had, I have. This is back when we were using CRTs, and we had 4. Our electric bills were pretty high. 4 CRT 21 inches side by side. Wow. I was using 2, and my friend was using 2.
Wow, that's serious gaming for back in those days.
Not only that, I think we each had 2 computers too. I think that was nuts. It was fun. So. What's the next thing on your agenda? Comic-Con or is that the next thing? The con?
We have the
train show, right?
We got the train show, and then Comic-Con.
Have you guys done a train show at the Western Complex, or is this gonna be the first year?
No, this will be the first time that we've done it there. So it should be interesting because the Denver Mart went away.
No, so what have they done with that? Is the building still there then, or?
I haven't been up there.
You haven't driven by it or anything?
And I don't know if anyone's gonna. Honestly, the building itself was not. It's probably gonna need major renovations if they're gonna reuse it. And I want to say that it was like. They had added on to it at some point, but it's not very well. So it was like almost like 2 different convention halls kind of mushed together, and one was older than the other. And yeah, I mean, honestly, they should bulldoze it. And of course, if they bulldoze it, they're just going to put up some high occupancy housing or something like they do everywhere else.
Unless they do retail with something above it,
Well, I think we don't have anyone watching right now.
We have a few. We have 4.
We have 4?
No, my StreamYard says there's 4. It is rather uneventful tonight.
Are 3 of them us?
Not me, not unless you have your YouTube open.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm looking. So yeah, I'm looking at YouTube, and I've got. Let's see. So nobody on Hope Castle.
It says on YouTube it says 3 watching on the Friday Night Bricks.
Oh,
So
yeah,
one's
3
gotta be
watching
right.
now. 1 watching now, but I don't have any participants in chat on either one. Sound off if you're here. Wake up.
Hand check. Hand check. It's like a hand check. Teacher's asking you to show your hands.
Like Haley came in, said hi, and then left. Oh, there's Taz is here.
Tasman.
You never know. She might still be here. She just might not be saying it. Unless we're providing valuable insight, nobody really says anything to us anyways, unless they're just heckling us or yelling at us because we're not giving them the right information. I don't know if it's a weird Friday this week. I'm tired. I want to really build. My house kind of, because of the base plate, kind of snafu'd that. I mean, I guess I could start building this, but I just used my bin to put parts. So I have this. Looks like maybe I tried building it once before. or had it in a bin like I was going to build it. I think this is this. I hope so. It's got a weird rock piece in there that kind of makes me wonder. I don't think that's part of the Winter Village set. So it is a brick stream, so it's not a block stream, so I don't want to be doing any other weird things. Yeah, I think we got a couple small shows coming up. Oh, somebody in my thing said, the IKEA's got at your fingertips, the boxes, the Lego boxes, whatever. Anybody bought those? Anybody using those for anything?
I was considering it, but I didn't do it.
They look kind of cool, but
yeah, I mean, for the money though, you just, and when you've got, as much as we have, it's not really a viable storage option for the dollar. So I don't think we're the target audience for that product.
Yeah.
oh yeah, see, and we also, that's why I gotta start saving money too, because we actually pay for lug bulk right about the time we place our order. So yeah, our nominations and guaranteed picks needs to be done by the 5th of February. We got a couple weeks. And the week after that is voting. And then after that, there's a selection. We have a selection group because we'll vote on stuff. and then the selection group goes through and then weighs all that stuff and puts the rest of the things on the choices. And we place our order the next week, like 7 days, and then payments are due 2 weeks after that. So. Yeah, see, this is the other thing too. I don't know if you guys have the ability to do that on that spreadsheet, but with us on our website, we've got comments and all kinds of stuff, and that, for voting and everything else weighs a lot, because like last year, someone said they had those balls you showed, what are the Technic ones? What'd you call those? The
voodoo balls.
Yeah. So someone had the orange, I think it was orange voodoo dolls. So I was like, oh, those would make great oranges. I'm like, ooh, you're right. Because I think they'll attach either via the Technic or a stud. So they'll do either or. And so I was like, that's not a bad idea. An orange tree would be good. I mean, and that changed my voting a little bit, because like, oh, you know what? Because of that, and we vote a little bit differently too. I think at least the last few years we voted on the way you voted was you kind of placed your order. So you're thinking of ordering 200 of this, and basically the way they said it too is don't vote like you're going to vote, like don't vote and say, oh, I would buy 1,000 of this, and then when it comes order time, you order 100, because the way they're doing that now is they're saying we're not going to necessarily do it, but it means we have the ability to maybe think about whether or not your votes should be considered a little bit less, because you're voting to get something on the order, but you're not in the end, you're not ordering it. So generally, anything you're voting on, you want to basically, because we're basically doing a fake order in the voting process. So you're basically voting a whole order. And so you want to basically, do that. So, see, someone nominated the Falcon Knight torso. Oh, nominated. Okay, so he nominated. Yeah, so. So in the end, I mean, it should be interesting to see. I mean, I always like to see. I think in the last few years, I've started thinking a little bit differently when it comes to that, in terms of more of what can I truly use. I need to see if was that due? It's due. I think it's due this week, right? That's Wednesday the 19th. Yeah, I got to have my space request. We have a library show coming up at the end of the month, I think. God, I guess for how to do the castle. I guess they just do. They just do the 40 inches. Like 40 inches would be a too deep castle, I guess. January 29th. Is that? That's next Saturday. Yay. Needs to be.
So either you're going to check out Jeff's auction of Kevin Hinkle's Lego tomorrow.
Oh, is that tomorrow? I thought he was doing Tuesday, Thursday. Is he doing one on Saturday?
I think he's doing tomorrow.
I haven't. I've missed a couple because the second week when he did that Monday thing, he messed me all up. So in the end, I mean, I'm not really looking for that stuff. I need to decide when he's going to do his yard sale per se, which is also in April. Decide if I want to drive or fly out there and get some parts. I don't know. I can find a cheap flight out to out there, I'd maybe think about that. Maybe
Right.
driving would suck, but I mean, if he was doing it around a show or something, you know, if it happened to be like the weekend, there's a New York show or something it could be nearby or something. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, in terms of the thing, I mean, I kind of always had hoped that, you know, because to me, it's one of those things where I always think that, even though I'm not a big religious guy, somebody pulls the strings, and maybe whoever pulled his strings is like, you know what, you've had enough time with Lego, and, you know, basically, no, we don't want you doing lots of Lego afterwards, but design all the YouTube channel people with the Lego. That way Lego gets to go, okay, we have all these fan-based channels and they're all designed by our old Lego community manager. Maybe we shouldn't have got rid of this guy because his graphic talents are freaking out of this world. But in the end, he probably didn't need to do that. I was kind of hoping maybe he would still maybe stick with the hobby, but not draw the hobby. Just the only part of drawing the hobby would be the logos. Like he designed the Friday Night Bricks logo. He designed my Assembling Hope logo. So he's done a lot of the logos for a lot of the fan sites, Beyond the Brick, and a few of them. And so in the end, I mean, it's kind of those things where I think the problem is he wanted to have it all inclusive, hobby, work, life, all of it inclusive. And I think at some point, it's tough to do that. And that, I think, you know, Lego just was being Lego and just didn't want him doing it for whatever reason. Maybe
Right.
they still held a grudge or whatever. In the end, it would have been nice if he could have just, you know, drawn what he's drawn now, kept the hobby separate, still did his commission work for like the guys that wanted logos and stuff, and said, but it's gonna be logos only. It's not, I'm not doing any other stuff. You know, maybe truly walk away from like Eclipse graphics and stuff. I don't want to draw anything Lego related. I want to keep the hobby a hobby and just do the stuff I want to do. Maybe finish my stop motion video that I didn't do the second part to, and do a few things and just do that. And then for work, for graphic stuff, just do kind of what he's doing now. Stuff that he's not going to have people going, oh, you know, you can't be using our trademark stuff, you know. But I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I kind of always hoped he'd get a job. Some company would find him and find his talent being awesome and hire him there. And that way he would have stayed with the hobby. I mean, because it's tough. I mean, I lost my friend John to the hobby. So to me, it's just great. Another knife in the chest. It's like, man, it's like, you know, I mean, obviously I still talk about other stuff other than Lego, but you know, that's kind of, you know, it's tough because that's kind of the thing that really, plus he did great work on like, you know, the logo and stuff like that, which means now if I wanted to change it or something, be like, well, crap. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the thing is, a lot of what Jeff's selling is his sets and exclusive stuff. He's not really selling parts and stuff. Maybe base plates. He had base plates at the one, but I didn't get any of those.
Yeah, I happened to catch Jeff's little Instagram preview with a whole bunch of like exclusive and valuable minifigs.
Oh, did he do another preview thing?
Mm-hmm.
Look. How long ago did you do that? Just recently, or?
Well, it's weird. I think it was before this past weekend, so the timing was weird on that.
Oh, I gotta look for that too. Shoot, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Problem is this is the stuff I want people to do. Is if I was gonna get you something from my collection, dimensions, whatever, reach out to me however you can and say, hey, were you still gonna? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me look for that. Yeah, because Rob's reaching out to me. I'm trying to think who that is. Is that? That's one of the guys. What? let's see. Teen Titan Dimension. Okay, got that one. I haven't touched that. I need to sell some stuff. Yeah, I'll have to look and see because I didn't see. I think I just wanted to see it. I didn't see anything on the Instagram, especially on the computer part of it. I'll have to look on the phone part of it and see if. I don't know. I mean, and a lot of that stuff is going to might go crazy high too.
Yeah.
That's classic. Here, let me see. I gotta make sure I'm in the right screen here. I got Hoosier.
Is that Hoosier?
Father Hoosier, I guess.
Team
Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem one only Father Sprinkles can answer? For one time, only ring Father Winnie on +4444444444. Nice.
I think that's probably a Team Hoosier, Team Brett thing.
Maybe. I'm trying to figure out. I was looking for that, maybe that update. Generally, he's going to have stuff that just, you just never know. Oh, Jesse. Oh, custom Moon Knight. Oh, okay. Anubis and stuff. Anubis.
Moon Knight. So now I'm getting into Feral Quest stuff, and I've got a prototype for my new habitat. I'm gonna do.
I was gonna say I got a bunch of those guys because that was the early army for Hope Castle before it went to the Purple Horde, before it went to the Ice Bears. The Undead I figured was a good defender of a castle. They weren't going to be.
Yeah.
They weren't going to be able to die. So.
You guys want a spoiler of my Pharaoh's Quest mock?
Sure.
A spoiler.
Spoiler alert. This is only a prototype.
Prototype.
And it's a habitat stack. So these are gonna pop off here and do their own little thing. So I have 2 of these heads, but I'm missing the legs for one of them.
Oh, for Anubis.
Anubis.
Yeah, most of those guys
This
I
one.
had them in the magnet set.
Yeah, there's the torso, the printed torso. So I have that one. So my plan is to
Hey,
make a whole
Bricklock,
habitat
welcome.
stack, and the whole stack makes a pyramid, and then where the walls cut off here, it's going to come up and show like the sky, like maybe a setting sun and a rising moon.
Is this all in preparation for Moon Knight?
Yeah, I got inspired.
Yeah,
By
dude.
Moon Knight.
That is freaking awesome.
And I found so I found the professor guy. The wrench guy is Mac McLeod or something. Mac McLeod. Helena Skelavig or something. There's Jake Rains. Those are all the classic Feral Quest characters. And
Now, are these just random things you've picked up and had, or did you have the sets?
I had the minifigures in my collection, and I just some had mixed legs, so I had to see what I had, and then I knew I had some mummies, but I didn't know which ones. Right, so there's the one with the gold face and the dark tan mummy. The other one, and this one's like the snake one. He's got the snake headdress on there. So I'm going to make this, it's missing 3 levels off. And then there's the flying mummy. The flying mummy. I have 2 of those heads and 2 of these. Oh, wait, I have 1 head and 2 of the wings. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
So I had all the parts for what you see, and I'm working on how like, you know, there's stairs up to like maybe an interior here, and then the rest might be exterior or some altar or something crazy. I don't know. And then I think the flying guy will be the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the three that are missing, I think. Sorry,
You doing that too, Larry?
What's that?
You doing that too, huh?
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna probably call it pretty soon.
what's up, Bricklock,
It's a long day.
Tasman, Haley. So there's a sneak peek. I'm kind of saving that we got another month or so before Moon Knight. And then, so I had a Moon Knight. I had a Moon Knight thing too, but I tore it apart already. But I found look at the beak for the.
Oh, is that a Chima guy?
The bad guy, yeah. I gotta do like the floating head on a mummy. So I'm gonna do another habitat for Moon Knight.
Huh.
Anyway, I've been having fun with that.
Yeah, man. I hope. I'd love it if we could get some of these Marvel figures from these shows. I mean, I would love to have a Moon Knight minifig. That would be sweet.
We gotta at least get the main character. I'm pretty sure if they don't have time to do the sets, they're gonna do another CMF line.
I hope so, man.
And they got to give us Moon Knight. They got to give us
Kate Bishop,
and Pizza Dog, and the Trust a Bro.
Oh, dude, we need a Kingpin.
They should do Trust a Bro van, right?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I mean, that's a set for sure.
Yeah, do a Trust a Bro van, have Kingpin and 2 Hawkeyes.
And then who knows what characters Moon Knight might introduce? You know, it looks like we got a werewolf, maybe.
Well, we got the werewolf. Is that the Ethan Hawke? So Ethan Hawke plays the bad guy.
He's gonna be a bad guy.
We don't know much about him.
He's going to be the opposite of Moon Knight. Moon Knight in the Moon God, and he's going to be the Sun God. Like,
oh, he is.
Yeah, I think he's going to be something under this, like a demigod under the Sun God, and cult. You know, he's a cult leader for sure.
Yeah.
Nice chimas. Yeah, we got the chimas. Got to put the chimas in there. So I'm like trying to pace it out too, because like February 1st, there's Year of the Tiger, and I got some Tiger minifigures ready to do something on February 1st. And then March 30th is Moon Knight, so we got a long ways before we do a spoiler stream.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy having a break though. I don't know. I mean, we've been lucky, and I don't know, you know, fortunate to have a stream here, or I jumped into Good Morning Brickworld on Sunday with Brick Hive.
Oh, you did?
And Doc is co-host. So we talked Boba Fett Sunday morning. Last week, but we haven't covered, you know, so we talked about the Scooter Gang and
God, because I was up and doing stuff, and I thought about getting onto that, but then I think I played video games instead.
Yeah. Ooh, Johnny G. Moon Knight is a comic book story. I have old 80s comics, Larry. Look at this. I bought them for $1 and
$1.
30 centers.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, 75 cents in America. There's UK stuff. But I have so I started rereading them. I have Issue number 3,
Nice.
50 cents.
God, I remember, dude. I was buying those off the
Issue
newsstand.
number 5. I don't know why I have all the primary numbers. I have 3, 5, and 7. But his stories are like hard enough to follow with his personality. So
Yeah, it wasn't the best story back then. I mean,
I like these black and white covers. So this one's really cool. That's issue 17. I've got issue 18. Here I finally got a string. So here's 17, 18, 19, and 21. Another nice kind of black and white issue. This is the really cool one though. I like the artwork on this one. That's like straight off a movie poster right there.
oh, nice.
And that's, like 80s, not,
You don't have the book
1982
boarded?
says it right there.
You don't have boards in your bags, man?
Not these. These are like $1 comics.
Oh, for now. I mean,
Yeah.
keep an eye on that stuff. Follow Mike, and
I'm
he'll let
trying.
you know what's gonna just explode, man. Because the stuff. I mean, every time I go over there, and we're talking about what books are going up, and he's like, "Yeah, this had no value for 20 years, and then all of a sudden it just blows up."
Yeah.
Because it's the first appearance of some obscure character that might be popping up in Boba Fett or the next Marvel movie. Oh, dude, I love those. Isn't that awesome?
Classic Technic Lego on the back of the comic.
Those are great.
Yeah, I think I had that car when I was a kid.
1980.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I bought some boards and bags and started to board more of them, but not every single one. I just, some of them are $1.
But that's the thing, man. They're $1 now, but then they're $500 when something happens.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, because they go from $1 to $500 to $20,
So I mean, yeah, you're right. Like we've never had a Moon Knight. Nobody thought Moon Knight would be
right.
A live person, Oscar Isaac level actor, Ethan Hawke villain show, and they're spending money and doing it right. It looks great. It looks twisty and turny, as much as Loki and Wanda. So it's going to be really interesting. So I don't know. I mean,
think I'm looking forward to this more than I was looking forward to Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Just because he's a new character, it's a whole new. His mythos and everything about him was
the supernatural.
It's supernatural and magic, but also this Egyptian,
Well, the whole supernatural, the Egyptian, I don't know how much more they can do there. It's good lore. But as far as Midnight Suns, we have Blade, we've got Ghost Rider, we've got all these supernatural kinds of characters, and then the villains too, like Werewolf by Night and Midnight. Is it Midnight
Mike was just explaining how Werewolf by Night is just.
I heard, I don't know if they're done filming or what, but like one of the actors died.
Yeah.
In a skiing accident. And he was playing Mr. Midnight or something.
Really?
Midnight Man. And that Midnight Man's in this first comic that I have, I think.
I mean, are they?
There it is.
Are they in post-production right now? Or
Midnight means murder.
Are they still filming?
I don't know. I just it was like I just saw one person cover it. I haven't seen any of the comic people cover it. I just like somebody else. Look at this guy. I can't let him in. He's gonna say Moon Knight is crap.
Oh.
Moon Knight is crap. There's a reason it's not worth anything.
Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta go. It's not that he's crap. I mean, he's a character that they didn't do much with, but look at freaking Iron Man.
Yes,
Didn't
Iron
they
Man was the
start
most
the whole
boring
MCU
character
with-
ever.
with
until-
Iron Man.
Yep.
And see what
I-
happened to that?
It's
I tried to
you
read
take Robert
these
Downey
stories.
Jr. and take a really boring character, you get a very interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've read the Avengers for a while, and they were very boring.
That's
Yeah.
what they're doing with this guy.
Yep. Oh, I know. I understand it.
You know,
Especially when you take characters that no one cares about, you can do whatever
From
you want, and no one's going to
1980.
complain.
I started rereading these, so it's like, yeah, this is dated. This guy and his personalities and the way he just turns it on and off in here is like too convenient. It seems like
yeah.
I'm gonna be Jake tonight, so
Yeah.
just call me Jake, and I'm gonna go cabbie around and stir up some information. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, the comic writing. It's actually very rare to find good comic writing, in my opinion.
That's what made the
There's-
X-Men so good.
There's a slew of great stuff out there, but there's also a mountain of crap. I mean, and
Especially
even
in the 80s and 90s.
oh yeah, 80s and 90s were until you have the Chris Claremont X-Men.
Yep.
That was a turning point.
Frank Miller Batman.
That's a
And
good
Daredevil.
example. But
Watchmen.
even if you look at like Deadpool's first appearance, that's one of the worst comics I've ever read. And it's very little Deadpool actually. It's more Cable in that story.
Yeah, it's Cable and
but it's I think it's
New Mutants.
I think it was Liefeld. Liefeld was
Yes.
doing that series of the New Mutants at that time, and
Well, he took over at like issue right before that. Like he wasn't. I don't think he was doing it very long before he brought in Cable and Domino and Deadpool
Mhm.
and his own version of the New Mutants.
Yeah, and that was not my favorite period of that team.
No, wow.
But
I'm out of
Deadpool,
comics.
Deadpool was even written differently at the beginning anyway. And
Well,
then
but you read the limited series, and he was pretty entertaining at that point.
yeah,
Take him out of Liefeld's hands.
but it was what he came out in '92, I think was his introduction, and for several years it was nothing. But then, who knows? Moon Knight might be. I think he's an intriguing character. I mean, I think it's a very interesting idea. And
Yeah.
having Oscar Isaac play him, I mean, even in the trailers, I'm like, that dude's a good actor. We'll see.
We'll see.
So what else are you working on, Kevin?
I'm actually just finishing up wrapping Christmas presents for our final Christmas get together this weekend. But then I got to get on the Castle collab stuff that Reed and I are working on with our
Yeah. Well, I don't have my parts yet, so doesn't do me any good anyways. But I'll get them soon.
You shall. And we got to pick pieces from Lug Bolt too. So
Huh?
I said, and we've got to pick pieces from Lug Bolt too. Do you guys have any interesting ideas for parts?
Nominations.
I don't care about your ideas, Reed. I can see right through them.
Oh, trans clear jokes.
Yep.
Well, they do have the Transclear 1x2 with the clip on the end. That was interesting.
Yeah, but I don't think it has the other parts. It doesn't really.
So you clip it to a bar of.
Well, it does have the clear bar. You're right. They did hit that. That actually did make the list, but
Well, but you already have how many lightsabers and what else that are
I
trans?
don't have any clear ones, but I got lots of other ones. I got trans purple and trans blue.
You clip whatever you want on there.
No, I'm asking if you guys have any good ideas, or if
I saw the list and quickly picked the 1x2 plate rounded corners.
oh yeah, we've had that. We got that on project support, and we've been including those. So that's a pretty
Different color. It's a different color that can be used in architecture.
What color?
It's like the dark nougat.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
They used it in the new hotel boutique.
Are you going to use it to flesh out your builds?
Yeah. I don't know what build. Yeah.
Another Lego color joke.
Sorry, we're a little slow on the uptake there, Kevin. You're too smart for us.
Or it's just the quality's not high enough to.
No, that's good. I appreciated that one. It was all right.
That or we're all falling asleep and we're just not catching it.
There could be that. Yeah.
You woke up Larry. He was almost literally. He's been leaning on Deadpool's shoulder behind him, trying to keep him up. But you woke him up for a short bit when you were talking to him. But
I'm glad I didn't miss the Boba Fett discussion.
Boba Fett.
Here.
Let's talk about it. I didn't chime in too much either. Moto was.
Yeah, Moto kind of hijacked the whole
So timeline-wise, we get a origin story of Fennec and Bobo.
Which at first I'm kind of like, really, they're going to retrace these steps that we saw, but then I thought it was worthwhile by the time I got to the end of the episode. So
yeah,
I was pretty happy with this one.
I almost needed to hear that, or I kind of wish that storyline was last episode somehow.
Well, last episode was pretty bad.
I know, but it would have been maybe better if I saw this storyline where he saves her, brings her to the mod shop,
and then it makes a little more sense that he goes for the moped gang, right?
And then the moped gang. So they would have wouldn't have looked so out of place if I saw the mod shop first.
Yeah, I think there are a couple of things that this episode made up for in the last episode, and then also Chrysanthemum joining, which you kind of assumed he was going to, but it seemed kind of random that he would just let him go in episode 3. But he had a pretty good couple of scenes in this episode. So
and you got to know the back history that he's those guys that
but every
what is Bosk's race again? Huh?
Trandoshan.
They gave him a Wookiee skin, so they hunt Wookiees.
Yeah, Trandoshans are the kind of the key enemies to Wookiees.
I think
they're slavers, and they capture them from Kashyyyk. So
I think it would have played better if he had a little Wookiee thing on his belt or something, and that set him off.
Yeah,
had Mandalorian flashbacks of getting. Which would have been overkill.
I mean, I like
hunted by Trandoshans.
I like the way BK looks. He just his eyes are so beady, and it's oh my gosh, this guy's ready to kill somebody, tear their arms off. We're waiting for him to tear their arms off, and they took too long. He should have just basically pulled all their limbs. I don't know why they waited.
I thought it was delivered very well. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But it's all good story. And there's what I'm getting at is there's backstory that kind of explains it more.
And getting back I can't believe I haven't heard this anywhere yet, but the what's the name of his ship now? It's a
one.
Fire spray.
It's
fire
spray.
The fire spray. Well, that's better than.
And then we got the him rescuing the fire spray story. So there's the two stories.
Yeah, because my understanding in the previous lore was that his ship was just in orbit above Tatooine during the sail barge disaster.
According to the horrible Boba Fett trilogy books or Bounty Hunter trilogy books, is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. I never read those, but that's what I understood. The ship was just still there. But
I seem to remember that was the case too. I thought this was just fine though.
No, yeah, it worked.
With it.
Especially when he exacted his revenge on the Sarlacc. That was pretty cool.
Yep. And I feel like there's a ton of potential now for the next episode and the rest of the season with how they set it up at the end of this episode. So it could be this tied up the intro really nicely, and now it's going to get into the good stuff.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So I accidentally saw that the director for this episode is also directing the next episode, which gives me good hope, because the director has been instrumental in the quality of the episodes for The Mandalorian. And in the
Does it give you a new hope?
It does. Well, Robert Rodriguez did the first episode and the third episode, and they're both the low points of the series so far. So
yeah, which is weird, but if it's not your wheelhouse, it's not your wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, he did episode 6 of season 2 of The Mandalorian, where Boba Fett kicks ass, but the focus was on Boba Fett kicking ass, right? So, and he's really good at directing that sort of thing. So.
Well, so I'm just the whole thing that's kind of hanging up in the air for me is like, so is Boba Fett still a bad guy, or is he?
They kind of explained
kind of
it
good
this episode, right?
Yeah,
I don't think he's good.
I mean, him just massacring the gang, that was
cool.
That was cool
and appropriate.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they've
Totally.
kind of gone back and forth on that.
Yeah.
And then he killed the Sarlacc, or Fennec dropped the fire in the hole.
Yeah, but that's not the same. That's more of self-preservation than it is evil.
Right.
Evil.
But I mean, you think about, Boba's 6 minutes of fame in the original trilogy.
Yep.
He's a bounty hunter. Period. End of story with him. It's all you really know.
Yep, it was all in the back end after the fact. People were trying to say how great he was.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, he was always a villain when I had my action figures out. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the problem too with the series, is that so much of it is around what you hope the story is going to be and what you think Boba Fett is, and it's not going to live up to anyone's expectations.
Sure,
so,
sure. And are there supposed to be just 2 more episodes?
3, I believe. It's 7.
7?
Yep.
Okay.
Originally it was supposed to be 6, but now I heard it's 7. So.
Looks like the Emperor has arrived.
Yeah, he's awake now.
I saw him doing that sideways, catch himself before he falls off the chair a couple times there.
Mm-hmm. Very considerate of him.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Hey, get you!
Not sure what that's supposed to be, but
I don't know either. It's just creeping me out.
It is that time of the night.
Thank you, Bricklock, for confirming. It is 7.
that's excellent. I didn't want to be disappointed with only 6.
So who are we going to see next week? They have a guest appearance pretty much every episode.
Well, but not.
I mean, they did the music for Mando.
Oh,
so
if they don't put it in, that they have to put him in at this point.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way around it.
they're like, you can purchase some, minions or whatever. So they're going to buy Mando, right? They're going to pay him to help.
And it'd be cool if they brought along Bill Burr's character as well, or someone else from Mandalorian. And I would
Ooh,
assume,
I forgot all about Bill Burr. That would be great because
yeah, I love.
he's a freelancer now.
Yep. And I assume we're gonna see Dengar or Zuckus or IG88 or Forlom or someone of that.
Please bring one of them in.
Exactly.
Not
so, I would
Bosk,
guess
though.
we are, but
They've already done Bosk in the animated stuff. So
yeah, I don't really count a lot of the animated stuff though, because half of Clone Wars is garbage. So
whether it's like canon or part of the series, like okay, well we've explored him a little bit. Let's explore somebody else.
It's nice. It's different to have him in live action though, right? The season 7 of Clone Wars is different. Like I think that's some of the best Star Wars that's been done. But all the other animated stuff, I mean, seeing Ahsoka live was so much better than seeing her in the animated series. So.
Well, and it's honestly, I've been a little bit disappointed with some of the aliens on Tatooine. You know, the practical effects masks that don't, their mouths don't move. They're always,
Yep. Yeah, the Trandoshan looked a little dumb, and then there's the other one that I think was the original Chewbacca design. That
the cat people.
He just looks like he's staring. Almost looks like a wolf man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Halloween mask.
Yep.
What about the bantha tongue?
Oh,
that was a little much too.
That was ridiculous.
A little much.
I wonder if they're still using elephants for those. It looks like they are.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was a 4-man team like Otto.
Yeah, it looks like they're still doing that with the Hutts, right?
You think so?
No, I'm kidding. It's CGI for sure.
I'm like, really?
Yes, I agree, Bricklock. That was one of my favorite parts of that episode.
All right. Oh, one more piece.
Good night, dude, Jude.
Good night, dude, Jude.
Later, dude, Jude. I have successfully. One more piece.
So, you're doing that music piece. Larry, are you doing Lugboat?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing Lugboat.
That's no picks or anything?
The only thing that I have, I know somebody else is picking the white masonry profile brick, so I'm going to pick that.
And the reddish-brown one, too?
The what?
Reddish-brown one as well?
Maybe.
That's not as useful, but it's still useful, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I'm probably going to get some. I know Dave O'Hare already put in like 3 or 4 leaf elements, so I'm probably
like the tree leaf parts or the small 1x1. Yeah.
The tree
well,
leaf
there are the 3x4 in dark orange is new, and there are a couple like lavender and purple ones, but nothing else is really new at all.
So Bricklock, Jesse's in Minneapolis area, and Reed is in Wisconsin. I'm in Colorado, outside of Denver, and Kevin is you're in Minnesota, aren't you?
No, Wisconsin.
You're in Wisconsin too. They're the same state to me. I don't know. It's actually kind of true because my sister-in-law lives in Chisago.
See, he's just making up names now.
No, it's Chisago, Minnesota, but that's right on the border with Wisconsin. And we would oftentimes go there and then visit my wife's family in Wisconsin. So it's kind of like, to me, it's all the same area.
You're just pronouncing Chicago wrong, right?
No, it's spelled
Chisago.
It's the other Windy City.
All right. So now I have a finished modular. I tiled the first level so I can modular this level to the second level. Put some art in there or something. I don't know.
Good day, Tasman. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. That's actually looking like an old Lego fire station or something, Jesse.
Yeah, it's just black and white and
Yep.
gray. I showed the building. You know, it's got a cool, just Nike Air Jordan look to it. It's classic red and black and white. I actually have the interior plans. I don't know that they're that correct. I could put interior walls and then it would help me structurally maybe going forward. And
well, the clock is chiming 9. Do you guys want to call it?
we got 3 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
Reed's falling asleep.
He's muted, so we won't hear him snore. We could leave, and this will be on all night long.
Yeah, we don't have many people watching. If you want to end the stream, Larry, I got things to do. Tomorrow's a big day for me at the museum. We got a birthday
It's not a
party.
night at the museum, but it's a big day at the museum.
Big day and night. Day and night. There's a birthday party, and then the radio or the TV station is coming by, so we're doing a spot on the news for Twin
That's
City
cool.
Live, and then night trains. So all of the above.
Well, my Bricks and Minifigs is having their anniversary sale weekend, so probably have to swing by there and get some deals.
We had a swap meet at our last lug meeting. Got myself one of these guys,
Oh, nice.
Sherlock,
Oh, nice. That's cool.
the hat and everything.
Very cool. Thanks for stopping by, Bricklock. Appreciate it.
Hey, Reed, are you still there?
He's napping.
Yeah, he probably is.
I would say, yeah, let's just shut it down. We could stay in the back room or whatever. But I'm not falling asleep, but I do need to probably stop what I'm doing so I don't stay up all night.
Well, Bricklock, thank you for saying so. If you think that this was some great stuff, you got to take us on a good night. All right, cool. Well, you guys have a great weekend.
I think that's Reed's his camera, huh?
We will
We're going to shut it down, Reed.
hit the button in 5, 4, 3.